Yo yo yo, welcome everyone. This is was it the fourth day of VivEUcamp? This is going to be kind of we're approaching the edge of stage one. We kind of have this crossover phase between stage 1 and 2, where there's going to be mingling and team forming. So that's going to be happening next week. But you know, this is still another day for all of these teams to get experience. Maybe find some good teammates, some synergies. Yeah, it's just it's an open book right now. You know, everything still needs to be written. We're approaching a full lobby. We've just reached it, actually, in fact. So I'm going to just flip over and get the unmuting. I'm just going to be temporarily joined by Courageous and Kuba while they finish off lobby organization.
Painkiller Krista, Velati Malhamadi.
Yo.
Yeah. Hello,
good,
we got everybody in. Yeah,
yep,
everything's good. Yeah, we're good.
All right. I could start early, or would you like me to wait 5 minutes?
Just get a ready check, and if everybody says ready, then you can start.
Sure.
Fuck no.
Oh my god. The only problem is if two members say I'm ready, and I'm like trying to check the names of the tricode,
Yeah,
it doubles up, and I'm like, oh, I'm miscounting it, so I have to be really careful.
Discord is the painkiller, yeah? His Discord is Oxcar.
So it must be this guy then, on Lobster?
No.
Oh,
Oxcar.
Okay.
Oxcarrr.
To me, it looks like all teams are ready, by the way, so I can send it if you'd like.
Yeah, send it.
All right, then.
GG. Go ahead.
I'm just going to turn off share screen for FPS, but if Magic joins, I'll turn it back on.
Sounds good.
All right, catch you guys in a bit.
Catch you guys in.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Alrighty, there we go. Yo, what's up, Dragoness and Death Succubi? Thanks for following. I assume you guys have you're either friends of the people who are playing, or you're actually playing yourselves. You know, maybe you've got a different name for Twitch. But thanks for joining either way.
Another mission. Good.
I'm sorry if my voice is a little bit hoarse. I casted 12 games yesterday. It was a pretty long day for me, so. Oh, you're friends with Ranter. I got you. I'll try and run the ad real quick as well, so to try and stop any gameplay being dodged. So I'll catch you guys in a quick second.
Hello, cutie.
Where's my moat wheel not loading? That's crazy. Alrighty, so game one starting straight off the bat. What are we looking at? Cold Fang, armors, money.
Are spawning
That's
soon.
a real interesting high value POI for a lot of team members potentially if they want to go for that one. Only one team dropped there surprisingly, so that's easy pickings. Aside from that, I wonder if anyone's going to go towards Grind, Underart. 3 teams on Prisma, so that Corn Power might be something of interest. 2 teams on the right hand side with a late drop onto Underart. It looks like Fish have potentially they can go basically any direction. There's loads of mobs to farm in this kind of general area that they're in. We're seeing Bear dropping in Iron Acres on the bottom right hand side. Oh, potentially a little bit of early action here between Koi and Core. Oh, a very aggressive dash straight into the right at the start, starting off the fight. Level 2s as well. But apart from that, Core decided to jump ship right at the end. There's a lot of kind of teams concentrated in a very, very narrow line. There's not been an expansion into different biomes. Welcome back everyone as well, by the way. Oh, level 3s, Koi. Oh, they get the hook too. This might stir trouble. Oh, and a spike as well right at the end. Second, guys. Yeah, Luca. I'm sure there was like a really early montage from someone, but I thought they were from NA. I'm not too sure.
An enemy warning. Storm
Oh, thanks,
close.
Dragonist. I appreciate you, man. If you've got any questions about the game, I'll try and explain the game state as best as possible. How's Panding? I'll have a quick flick over and see how they're getting along. Unfortunately, Ori has disconnected. I'm just trying to get some info from one member, if possible, of the community. Yo, what's up, Suncheese as well? What's up, GPA? Ready to speak to Drew. At this point, it's a little bit too late. We'll just let this one go through, but if crashes happen in the future, we'll try and get all members back, as we've typically done in the past. It's just unfortunate that it's unfortunately happening to one member within this mini scrim block that we're having. Ooh, a nice little punch to start things off there. Timmy's getting in his LMB's, a nice little vortex charm as well, and Finna getting absolutely slammed on him on 1 HP. Okimo gun. Oh, it is the snipe right at the end for Velati going crazy, but Rantan has to jump ship. The train is approaching quite slowly. This might spell the end. Oh, 2 members die. Oh my god. Oh man, and it's a slow train as well. You got to feel extra bad when something like that happens. Sheesh. As we flick down to the south side, we're looking at Tua. To the left of them, it's Leo Cobra. He's got the armor pickup, of course, as we saw in the early game. Yeah, exactly, Death. Oh, it's Death, of course. Yeah, okay. I read your name as like a whole name, and I was like, wait. No, and then it just clicked for me, like, oh, this is who it is. I got you. Ooh, nice free armor pickups as well for Pan. Unfortunately, yeah, they have lost Ori due to a disconnect, but for the next 5 games afterwards, we'll try and get that one sorted. Hello.
Yeah. All good?
Yeah, someone had disconnected, unfortunately, like relatively early in the game, but I think Ori's having some like technical issues here and there, and I don't know how often you'd like me to restart. You know?
Yeah, I think if it keeps happening, we'll do something about it.
Yeah,
but if it's like very
about
early,
3 or 4 times yesterday, that's all. So.
Okay. I think for now, since we're.
Go ahead.
Is it? Are you in game now? Is it?
Yeah, I've continued with the game for now, but I will allow like another restart from here on out, unless you tell me otherwise. But I would just like to let you know that it happened yesterday basically too. That's why. Yeah, I don't know if there's some sort of rule we need to implement, but technical difficulties are a real pain, obviously, for the person encountering it as well. You know, so.
I think if it happens another time, we sub her out.
We what? Sorry.
We sub her out.
Like just play out, yeah.
Yeah, but if it happens again, we look for a sub for her, so that's somebody without.
It's just because I'm hearing like game audio, it's like scuffing my ability to hear what you're saying. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, all good.
Alright, awesome sauce.
Alright, good luck.
Alright, thanks, dude. Alrighty, as we carry on, let's have a quick look at souls then. So we've got a devastation in about 30 seconds, but have really nice levels as well. We've seen Squid as well, and what's that? Deer there. Wow, let's pick up the Reaper. And they're relatively close to Fish, level 7s and level 8s respectively. The teams are actually really evenly distributed. When you're looking at Resonating Idol, but that's going to be outside the circle. No one's going to be able to really pick that one up. A couple of teams migrating through the train tracks as well. On the bottom right hand side, we're looking at Koi. And that's potentially, you could argue it's a little bit of misuse there to kind of use the hover wings, especially with Leo so close to Koi in this scenario. But they have got a slightly different comp compared to last time. Yeah, take your pickings, man. Cobra's actually going for an aggressive stunning. He actually gets a little stun right at the end, but winning is applying those LMBs constantly. Romance gets a nice little ulti, but unfortunately whiffs it right at the last second. Lizardo getting that arcane rogue and hopefully gets the connection with the spike on top. Cobra does seal the deal, taking down one member. Full execution as well on top of that. And Viper is there for the instant heal ups, whenever possible. punch unfortunately scuffs there from Romance, and there's only one member left now. Fakes on that Saros. Yeah, got the nice little back to Zado, trying to apply as much pressure as possible. Gets another Arcane Rail connect, and I think they might chase this one right to the end of the earth. I don't think Flakes can really stick this res. He's going to have to keep trying to jump ship if possible. Don't know if he's got another ult maybe or something. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Coyote outed last place there right at the end. And we flick up to the north side. Cam and Tua relatively close to each other, having their own little mini dance for the moment. I wonder if they actually know that we're in that bush. Just below that, trouble seems to be brewing. Mary, oh, super low HP, but they actually got a little bit of damage returned to Milkpenny, but it's already been healed up rapidly by Flaxy. Just below that, Leo, they're getting a couple more kills. Greed is already found dead as well now. Core have all reunited. They're looking to jump ship completely to the left-hand side. And just below that on the south side, oh my god, triple escapes with basically 1 HP, got a little bit of squid momentum to try and get out at the last second. Sanders finds 2 kills onto Finn as well. Quickly flick over and see what's going on. It's just Timmy with 1 slither of HP. Already found dead. My camera just instantly renavigates there. And the Reaper's actually been trapped in. Oh, man, just to skirt around. That's a little bit of escape trick, man. Crystal hopefully can make it out in this scenario. Okay, Rogan. Oh, just get the connection. Cobra is getting those LMBs now onto Crystal. Already found dead as well. Only 1 member left now for Bear. Sheesh. And there's like 3 teams converging onto Manacles now. Oh, massive. Oh my god. The combos, but just beneath them, Core. They've rotated. It feels like they've rotated everywhere, and J-Rap has already found dead. Symbol Cocktail passive has already been cancelled now. It is just Sparta last alive for Cam. There is a crown res potential, or pickup, should I say, at the very least. But with so many teams surrounding this, it's going to be very difficult to pop off.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Oh, yeah, of course. Or maybe it's a reconnect from Ori. Maybe.
Storm tightening.
Seems like as the game continues to evolve. I feel like it's one of those. Oh, Sanders getting absolutely caught up here by the spike grenade, taking an extra bit of damage. Somehow manages to survive the Vortex Charm. Just get the connection. And a couple more dashes with LMBs, but the Eva heals are coming out in droves. Sanders is basically back to full HP, and one is sending it in with a couple of LMBs. Actually finds Velati right at the last second. Miro is also super low on HP, and Sanders keeps sending in those LMBs when possible. But Lamamo is looking for that kill on that Jewel. But those Eva orbs are just passively healing. Oh my god, they had the infinite sustain there right at the end. Oh, right into the rain of arrows. Lamamo unfortunately found caught out there. Miori trying to stick the res. I don't think Sanders can stop that one in time. All members are back for core, and the action's not stopping. One is found dead shortly after the big, huge Fusillade pop by Cat Heist. And Euphoria is trying to survive if possible. Feathering really, really nicely. Crystal actually has to jump ship right at the end, so really nice last-ditch survival. And Miazam actually fizzles the ulti, but manages to reunite with the rest of the members of the team.
Enemy Oracle online.
Looks like a Meteor Beast might be a free pickings here for Fish. That's a relatively close, but I don't think they want to actually really go for a full in. I think Miazam needs to kind of reset here along with the other team members if possible. And it's a similar kind of situation with Maori here, and just kind of needs to get the armor repaired ideally. Oh, nice little spike grenade cancel. Absolutely slam dunks Crystal. Really, really good follow-up by the other members of Core there once that spike grenade got the connection. Greed also trying to scurry along, but 2 are there. They got the poke, but the nice little squid at the last second allows Greed to escape. Really, really clean play. And Sanders with a crown pickup, 1 minute 25 left. Actually circling back into zone. This might be a bit of a mistake doing that circle back, because Milk Honey obviously sees that on the minimap. Almost is also broken. Let's see if Milk Honey does get that hook in, or the dunk. The hook actually misses surprisingly. The dunk also too, but it's not enough. Lobster are outed, 10th place. As we flip back up, there's another crown that's been picked up. Less than 1 minute left for Reaper. Trying to get back Crystal if possible, as we know. I think someone just died as well to the Meteor Beast laser right at the end. The 6% bomb unfortunately misses. Cat Heist has duped that one somehow. Core making their way up to Cat. Lamama's taking that air blaster again this time. Is he going to try it again? I know that we saw... Oh, a spike! Oh, that really just turned the tides instantly. Velati on super HP. The Fusillade pop with the extra couple of LMBs did so much damage, those empowered ones. But Mary's rapidly healed that one up. And, of course, Core are now in a bit of a troubling predicament again. Those boss zones have formed that ever mathematically precise Venn diagram on the minimap. So it's going to be troublesome for some teams to kind of rotate through potentially. Mayuri is taking a little bit of extra damage on half HP. Has to circle around, taking a bit of zone damage. That is able to reunite with his teammate there right at the end. Hyde are making their way through the win rings whenever possible as well. On the top hand side, Cam They've got not that much space to play on. They ideally need to get some armor repairs or some armor upgrades. They're looking in a little bit of a dire situation, but not as bad as some others, to be honest. At the same time, Velati's actually found dead. Cat Heist, there's a crown pickup, and Bear there, maybe for some free pickings. Hopefully no one gets spiked in this scenario. Mirror, oh, it's not enough. Crystal does seal the deal. Well, Fury actually gets the kill credit. That is Core outed 9th place. Cat managed to reunite as a 4-3 man as well. We're seeing a bit of a left-handed rotation from Pan, of course, you know, with there's still 2 members, but they're surviving for a decent amount of time. Hopefully trying to maximize displacement points whenever possible. This hatchling as well, up for grabs from that coin pile. That would be a nice boon for Cat here to potentially get some nice armor repairs in with the money. TP to the right side. They got it. We're seeing a resonating idol for Reaper. He's dodged the spike grenade as well. And Lagra is on super low mana. He's actually got it up rapidly though. It's fine in this scenario right at the end. Seeing Mizum with a dash back. Crystal has to dash back a little bit further as well. But Cat Heist getting an absolutely clean ulti engage onto Crystal, taking him out. And Cat have managed to defend their territory once again. And I really like this bonfire positioning from Hyenas. They can just keep a look on the south side. You know, we do see Leo with the armors as well, just playing the super duper slow game. But now they've got, you know, the extra bit of vision, bit of extra free territory control. The hook misses narrowly from Milkony, as long with the dunk. A couple of LMB sent in by Ashkar. He sends in the Fusillade, and Milkony has to dash backwards. Hopefully, Hyenas can continue the reinforcements here. We just pop the ulti, gets a nice couple of rock throws. And Milkony's back on the chase again after he's been healed up a touch. And another crown pickup for Reaper. 55 seconds now, it looks like. Cam playing the ultra slow patient game. But I guess they don't have a bonfire in this scenario, so they can't really like safely rotate or kind of get armor repairs at the very least. I mean, there is the forge just to the left of them, but I think they have no information. It feels like.
The Lava Baron will soon appear.
Got some mobs that are potentially up for farm. I think Miazim is looking to farm those when possible. We're looking at Orb of Revival as well up for grabs in about 50 seconds.
Warning, storm closing.
Yeah, managed to maintain the armors forever, and now they're slowly walking up. They accrued a load of kills in that early mid game, but their pacing has definitely slowed down quite a significant amount. I think they just want to kind of maintain the lead, but not necessarily give it up anymore. Now they're slowly trying to walk into circle, of course. They are being slightly gate kept here by Hyenas. As we look at triple, there's actually circled around through the left-hand side. There is a crown obviously there, but we do see Cam. They are gatekeeping this one, so it is going to be a very, very dangerous part of the map to kind of navigate safely. If there's an evasion to be made, that is one of those places to do it. So also getting absolutely pummeled. Going to make it out with potentially 1 HP. Never mind. Cobra just sealed the deal. Pops the ulti as well to completely navigate the Wisp res. And 081 actually gets sniped as well by Bear. So how many kills did Bear have right now? Only 2, surprisingly. And we're seeing Tom with a couple of pings there for rotation back to the other crown. That might be a lot safer, it feels like. Like dropped by Leo. They're trying to circle around by Pera. Actually gets caught out. Hyenas absolutely jump on that opportunity. Oh, and there's a big hook as well by Milkony with the dunk as well. Nice Vortex Charm CC chain combo. They're getting really, really good at that one. But they did get the res off pretty much safely. The fish were, I think they're being... No, there wasn't really that much pressure applied in any other direction. On the outside, it looks like the crown was picked up. Looks like Thomas mind controlled successfully there. See some rotation options potentially through the kind of bottom right hand side, maybe inwards. Getting a bonfire drop as well. Of course, Beaver's going to be immune to lava inherently anyway. You know, looking to apply a little bit of pressure onto Cat potentially. The ulti's already been popped on both sides, on all 3 sides. A really, really nice ulti there on that Zeph. Cat have to jump ship there. Super low on HP. Lizardo also trying to fight for his life when possible. Euphoria about to die. Maybe a couple more LMBs have to jump ship. And actually, Lagra takes the kill right at the end. Oh my god, that was... What as insanity right at the end. Maybe some more free pickings. Is Reaper going to get that reset? Unfortunately not.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Yeah, Aiden, that's my bad, bro. It's just because it happened a couple of times last game. Sorry, yesterday. I wasn't sure if there's going to be like Oh! Kraber actually dies right at the end. I wasn't sure if there's going to be like a ruling if someone kind of, unfortunately, like consistently DCs. It's just because I don't want to hold the lobby up too much, that's all. Right, so crown pick up for Lizardo, 1 minute 15. GPA, it's Tom kick on second spec POV. You just try to stick this res if possible. 1 second left. Can't be cancelled, unfortunately, so all members of VivEUcamp Honey. Oh, but they're getting absolutely chunked. I really like this gatekeeping that Fish did. They're patiently waiting for the res. They actually picked up 2 extra kill points in that scenario. Yeah, exactly, Aiden. It's like a tough call, right? But I will be more patient in the future with that. Nah, it's fine, GPA. It's fine. Like he's just trying to communicate to his viewers, right? Pops a fuselage for those extra dashes, but it's not enough. Triples trying to get that wisp res off if possible. And oh, the nice little wall blocks does provide an ample opportunity to get that res. And they have to circle around really rapidly, of course, with that circle closing. But Fish also have to really consider how they want to rotate his cam. They're also trying to get poking whenever possible. They're chilling in the bush. The hook. Oh, actually gets the connection. The nuke's also dropped as well. And the Slugwave is popped with mega damage. Marinette is found dead into the Cinnabar cocktail, slowly getting rezzed up. But Breves is also in the same situation as well. JRF is also... Oh, they actually stomped the wisp res. So that's definitely going to be a 3v2 in this scenario. Spotter trying to provide a couple of LMBs. JRF actually jumped the ship a little bit too early, potentially. I think Cam could have maybe turned that one around. At the same time, Cat Heist, 30 seconds left on the crown. We've seen her shivs pop that off a million times before. The circle actually favors him in this scenario. Oh, a massive bolus to start things off. He actually gets chain CC'd right at the end. Can he get the resets? One more. Oh, he actually took both kills. That's so unfortunate. Like, Cat Heist put in so much work there. 10 seconds left, though. I think he's going to be able to get this res off. Hopefully he can get at least one pot in. Oh, please make it out of this one. 80 strafe. What can you do? 2 seconds left. Come on. No. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh, man. We've seen it happen so many times before, and Dowd has got this really obscure angle to kind of create a little bit of space to get extra weirdly angled poking potentially onto Bear. It's kind of unsuccessful right at the end. On the bottom southern side, looking at Pan, you know, they've accrued so many what's it called, placement points. So really happy to, I'm really happy to see that a team's managed to do that. You know, even with one member being out of the game. But Bear do have the high ground. There's a lot of pressure being applied from the south side by Triple. That has forced Fish to kind of look down to the south side. They really have to kind of concentrate their focus in these kind of endgame circles. There goes the pull to play by Dowdza. A little bit of scuff there, unfortunately. And Dowdza gets, Breves gets absolutely chunked. And they have to be kind of committal, I feel like, at some point towards you know, which kind of direction they want to steer. Right, they've dropped the bonfire now. There's a red chest pickup potentially as well for Reaper. Nuke's been dropped to negate the bonfire as well. Pan. There's not really much else they can do. Let's drop another nuke. Oh my god. So many nukes dropped. Like, if someone had does anyone have air blast or anything? No. That'd have been a clean play potentially. Yeah, unfortunately, Ori, we can't see those stats. If I look in the observer, like, I can't see them. It's something I've suggested to the devs to include in the UI, but yeah, unfortunately I can't see it. I wonder if can I see it in here? Nope, can't see it there either. Fish are kind of juggling this. Oh, they're doing okay. No, okay, now it's good because they forced Bear out into the south side. Reaper has to pop the ulti as well. Goes down to the south and takes an extra bit of zone damage as the third nuke is dropped. Uh-oh. Like, it's got like an opportune moment with these corridors to just keep spamming the R&B poking as well with the orbs as well to follow it up. Same with Dowdza as well, of course. It almost feels like a Counter-Strike map with these types of corridors. You know, it's a corridor in basically every kind of avenue.
Enemy Oracle online. Warning. Storm closing.
And there's a crown pickup. And Tom's mind control is obviously not working as well as it once used to. Hey, shush, Theo, shush. You can't say that. Who's that character? Hey, don't look at that portrait, guys. Oh, Reaper's trying to do a little bit of a bond steal here. Come on, take it, please. Just take it. Take the crown. There we go. They finally realized. Okay. No, I think he's suggesting it for Bear. Oh, big Fusillade pop potentially actually cancelled at the last second. That forced Fish to use a little bit of her resources here. Ashko on super low HP. Getting that heal in whenever possible. Okay, now he doesn't know. Now he doesn't know. At the start, I don't think he knew, but now he should know by now, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, Reaper actually found dead, unfortunately. Lagra, oh, he's getting stuck. Has to portal through super aggressively. And Ashka's applying all those LMBs. He's trying to 80 straight whenever possible. Picks up a crown. Unfortunately, it's not enough. And both members are back for Pan now. How many kills do they end up with? 3 at the end. With a second place at the very least. Unless they can win this 2v2. Fusillade pop onto Breves. Doesn't get the stun, unfortunately. Pops the dagger back. The bonus doesn't get too much of a stun connection. Oh, there's a bit of follow-up by Triple. Trapper's also on super low HP. If they can keep applying the pressure, they actually get it, so they cancel the crown res. Can they actually make it out of this one? Reeves now has to have a 1v1. It's Tetra. They've got to do it, both sides. It is Triple with the squid there. They're trying to get the wisp res if possible with the wall to provide an extra bit of time. I wonder if they can do it in this scenario. Oh, it's not enough. Oh my god. Really nice play right at the end by Fish. Crazy stuff.
Storm is closing.
Alrighty. Let's get a... Next Storm Shift is going to be Bullet Trains. Alright, starting in 10, let's go. Get straight into the next game if possible.
Magnitude 10.
Select your hunter.
Another mission. Good.
What the heck?
Oh, hi!
What's up? What's up? Abyssal hatchlings incoming.
Yup, welcome back. Perfect timing. Straight into game 2. We're looking at Hyper Haste up for grabs. Soul Stealer. What else have we got? Ever Oracle. There's loads of decent pickups, kind of centrally oriented. And I just kind of had a thought. I'm wondering in terms of comms. I'd really love to see some actual VODs from anyone playing. How you guys actually communicate, because I remember very early on, I can't remember which game it was. It might have been Overwatch, but there was like that kind of meme going around where you just constantly spam the name of the like enemy that you were trying to kill, like the certain character it was, like shift. And I remember at one point that actually helped a lot of people's comms to just really just keep everyone is just screaming that one person's name to kill. So I'm wondering if anyone has adapted those kind of weird communication techniques to Just have like that monkey brain focus, if that makes sense. You know, there's obviously there's loads of different varieties of communication techniques to try, but if you've not tried that one, I reckon you should give it a try. But all the teams are pretty much healthily separated, apart from Fish and Cat. Miyazum taking a little bit of damage here. The Okirogan does actually get a little bit of a connection onto Euphoria, but Miyazum goes with an aggressive dash. It's a little bit of a disconnect there, it feels like, by the other two members. Don't feel like you have to be a sacrificial lamb there, and that's definitely going to be the Abyssal Hatchling going to Fish. Unless it's a cheeky steal at the end, but that's going to be way too much of a risk to take, I feel, in this scenario. A nice level 6 pickup for Bear. But of course, with it being against an VivEUcamp, it's quite hard to have a long, sustained, safe fight. Crystal getting a little bit of LMB poke through the gates as well. Reaper tries to apply a little bit of a fire bomb, but not too successful. And as we flick back down to the south side, Miyazum is getting caught out again, unfortunately.
Storm closing.
And the level advantage is way too severe now for Cat to keep trying these continuous engagements. They really need to kind of jump ship and kind of reassess the situation. Just try and stabilize if possible, I reckon. Oh, Salamander, can he get the kill? Oh, really nicely done on that Shrike there. Clean Salamander play on that Shrike. On the right side, looks like Finn are taking an Academy for free. On the top side, Koi are farming Shards and potentially Dawn. So they've got the whole north side. Loads of mobs to farm. See some potential armor pickups for Core as well. They're completely isolated, which is really healthy for them. And Leo also have armors up for grabs, taking them for free. Compared to yesterday, it feels at least not yet. There's not been any armor contests. So I'm wondering what's caused that shift. At the same time, Lobster are making their way down. Potentially towards the Bear, but we did see that red flag pick up as well really early on Crystal. There's a team to the north of them as well in this scenario. Core, as we just saw not too long ago, they picked up the armors. We're seeing a Skyshock rotation potentially as well. On both sides. Am are also doing the same thing as well with that double rotation. There's a couple more mobs to farm, it looks like on Vein Grove, so easy pickings. But Bear are really needing to group up here. This split is really bad for Crystal potentially. A couple more LMBs, but Lamama can't get the finish onto Crystal. And hopefully as soon as Crystal's safe, he can start the back to get back to his other two teammates. And it's good that they're reunited. Nice to see. It looks like Leo chose a late rotate up to Academy. But if I'm not sure if they saw on the minimap where other teams had dropped, they would have known that that biome had already been farmed and the books are most likely not available. You know, the team who dropped there, was it Koi, I think? They would have taken all the goodies for free. Or there was another team, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure it was Koi. Meanwhile, we flip back onto Vein Grove. Looks like Birdie have the high ground just temporarily. They've also taken the bonfire as well. Or actually, they're just going to rotate to the left instead. So we're going to flick down to Presbra instead and see if there's going to be a fight here between Cat and Lob.
An enemy Oracle is
Ox
scanning.
is potentially looking to get a rake in maybe onto Cat Heist. No, never mind. Oh, Miyazum gets the knock in. Level 3 though. Oh, again. I feel like some sort of frustration is coming in there for Miyazum. And that's definitely going to be one of those things that you have to practice. Sometimes you'll have a horrible early game and you can't get tilted and just start sending it permanently, right? It's got to be the kind of, you have to have that fortitude to just focus on stabilizing and get yourself back into the game, even when things feel really rough and you're feeling down because of some awkward micro interactions or whatever. You know, you always have to try and reset, right? There's always another opportunity. That's kind of the beauty of this game, right? That you can get reses off and try and reset. We're looking at armors potentially up for grabs, which might be another free pickup for Course. They've had the slow snowball happening continuously for them, completely uncontested in every angle, which is really good. It's like the ideal scenario that you want. A lot of teams are slowly migrating into circle. Now we're looking at Finn from the right hand side. They do have that level 8 already. Timmy, is he going to be able to get the slam dunk in? He actually gets the connection, gets the hook follow-up. Finna there with the follow-up, already taking down Lizardo. That's okay, but doesn't get a spike or anything, which is nice. We're seeing some nice, better, improved gliding control from all of these players right now. Cobra just makes his way onto that Sky Shock, makes his way out of town. I feel like Cobra's been in the community for a long time as well. I remember seeing his name in the Discords here and there. He used to be a Phoenix player, if I recall correctly.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
But surprisingly as well, day 2, no teams have actually full died. I'm really, really happy to see that already, straight off the bat. But I think there will be a point very, very soon where a team goes for a very heavy commit. It might be this one, in fact. Sheriff is looking to get those R&B pokes in. Actually decided against it. Lagra's looking to actually just drive into him and get his revenge whenever possible. Hook just narrowly misses right at the last second by Marionette. Sheriff is on super low HP, can't reset. Unfortunately, has to portal through. Reaper gets the massive connection onto Marionette, gets the little slam dunk right at the last second, but still, Marionette is unfortunately toast. Oh, I'm going to flick down to the bottom hand side. There's like 3 teams here potentially having a little dance. Might turn into a full street brawl. Oh, I say that and it looks like things have just calmed down again. It's like the streamers, the caster curse, but it's like a caster curse that's cursing me. Not the players. But yeah, as we know, Lizardo did lose the armor, so that's made things a little bit more troublesome. But they're still looking healthy. They can still rotate around. They've got good econ. They're slightly underleveled, maybe due to the brawls that they've been having here and there. Lamama actually trying to pick onto Crystal as well. Sweet flick over there. Crystal completely separated, unfortunately. And where's Reaper in this scenario? In a completely different area, but they're getting their res off with the bomb, which is really nice to see. And for the souls, we're looking at corrosion and auto repair in about 50 seconds. And they're both kind of centrally oriented on Vein Grove, so there's going to be I reckon, a lot of teams because there's so much space to play on in here. At the same time, looking at Ori going for a train stick. I think that one's going to be successful in this scenario to bring back triple. And we are looking at Tua. Oh, they had the bonfire there as well. Triple has to be quite cautious. Okay, they get a nice little cheeky armor reset right at the last second. And how are Kama doing? Level 10. Marionette only level 9, of course, because he did die a touch early there, not too long ago. On the train tracks, we've seen a bit of action. It looks like Tua are retaining their territory against Fish. They tried to apply a bit of pressure, but were unsuccessful. We're doing too much more. They also have the same sort of philosophy against Finn on the right-hand side. Wonder if Reaper's going to go in for a crazy send, but a lot of them have the stealth perk here in the water. I think Amphibian, I'm pretty sure it's called.
A meteor beast has landed.
So everyone is trying to play very tactically here, it feels like. They both know they have it as well, I think. Each team knows that they have it. Oh, I heard a spike there at the last second as well. So at least one person died. Let's have a quick flick over. Someone's potentially getting caught out. The Mama has to pop the ulti. Dashes up to the north side, renuts with all of his team. A lob actually good to the left side, back on their bonfire. And I think Breves is potentially getting caught out. Never mind, not caught out. Actually, it's the other way around. Romance on her last legs. A couple more LMBs. Oh, getting the clean snipe there. Really nicely done. On super low HP. A couple more LMBs will seal the deal maybe, and a couple more dashes, but Cat waiting patiently. Euphoria in the background. Who gets the snipe though? Cat to actually get the VivEUcamp if I'm not mistaken. And they go back down to the south side. It gives Amir's the extra levels that he needed in that scenario. But the LMBs come out really, really nicely done by Cat High. So I don't know if it's going to be enough though, as there's a big follow send up by Core. Cat manages to dash away at the last second. A nice little second win plus Archeroga, but that one misses. Dash forward aggressively by Lamamo. There is just one more left. Cat Heist. 80 strafes need to be ever important here. Keep hitting those connections. Vibe Infusers getting those the health up quite rapidly whenever possible. Nice little bit of a dagger tech. Instant desperate dagger tech. Actually allows Cat Heist to survive another day. And there is a small slit of space that is rapidly closing in. He actually gets a surprise healing, but the LMB just get the connection, a charged one. And oh, I don't know if it's got any health left. Oh, this is so problematic. Please. Oh, he got enough to just escape getting a couple of heals in from those dash resets on the boar. Oh no. There's no way you didn't see this. There's no way you're not seeing this. Oh, this is so illegal. Oh, and on the right side, Leo are now slowly creeping over as well. Dagger up from the north side. Oh, can he make it out of this one? Oh, no, there's no way that Leo allowed this second win just get the connection. Even with... Oh, my God! Oh, my God! That Vortex Charm was insanity, dude. Oh, when the 3-man hits, it's always clean. And Cobra does seal the deal right at the end there. So how many kills have Leo acquired so far then? They're at 3. So it feels like they've had loads of interactions. At least in the mid-game. In the early game, they were really, really slow, but... But they're actually ramping it up now. Ashka gets a nice little defensive dagger back up to the north side. There are ghosts to bomb as well, but the Fuse Ball is popped by Ashka to kind of be a little bit of the zoning control. And they're now making his way through the corrupted zone. from that boss, from the souls. Aside from that, things have calmed down a touch again. There's blue armors as well for some potential resets or improvements here. Looks like Arantis going to get a nice clean pickup. On the north side, it looks like Jiraf is last alive on that Saros. Oh, and Ox gets the Beck and Connect. Knockway is missed by 1, unfortunately, but Sanders gets the really clean ulti right at the last second. That is Cam, unfortunately out in 9th place. And, Leo, they've maintained the arms for the most point of higher, trying to, gatekeep Leo potentially here between these corrupted zones. Milk Honey tries to get the hook, but is unsuccessful. And there comes the poke from Greed to kind of neutralize things whenever possible. Lizardo has a massive level advantage, and Leo is sending it in super aggressively. But they are trying to return the favor whenever possible. Vortex Trump connects with 2 with the second wind as well on top of that. Ashka, here's the noise that's last alive, but it's maybe trying to just circle around, trying to survive as long as possible. Picks up the crown. Maybe it's Cobra he's trying to go for now. Pops the Fuslob. It's not really close enough to get a connection. Cobra is getting killed up at the last second as well by Pero. And Ashka, oh no, that's going to spell the end there. CC chain. Man, dude, Kaya getting so clean with the CC combos. I really love it, man. They're acquiring so much value. We're seeing a potentially risky rotate around by Lobster. They're going to be now fighting for space against Leo in this scenario, it seems like. Lagra also finds Panorama on the right-hand side. Ranta, okay, he's finding the scenario. Trevor sends in a couple of NMBs. Dalza is also in a little bit of a sticky situation, but they've actually managed to negate most of the problems that they were looking like they were going to have. Timmy is going to be looking for a train res. Oh, unfortunately, Kingpin's a little bit too obese there to get the res. Nah, he's just a bit too slow, unfortunately, on the gun. Sanders also finds Cobra, as mentioned, and we knew that there was going to be pressure on that left-hand side, and that has come to full effect now. Morris is not being focused at all, it seems, and Lizardo is actually found dead as well. On the south side, looks like Vipero is got enough for a crown. 453. So are there any of the organic crowns? There is a crown in the new zone. Well, there's some on the left hand side too, which are options potentially, as well as a train as well itself, of course. Finn have already taken it. Vipero is now found out. Panorama going super aggressively. Nice little dunk at the last second onto Vipero. He gets a little bit of healing, pops the air blaster, but unfortunately it's not enough. That is Leo, unfortunately outed, 7th place. Morris is now out of zone as well, unfortunately, so there's not really a chance for that to be picked up. They have to be quite cautious against the amount of poke coming in from Fish. Dadzo is sending those RMBs whenever possible. Oh, and a massive hook connect there by Timmy. Gets the dunk down. Pito is found dead, so Tua, they don't have the money either, so reses are going to be very, very slim. They can maybe go to the top right-hand side if possible. How are we looking at on the left-hand side? Finn are going for a circle around as well when they can. Mob are maintaining that kind of high ground just temporarily. They've got a couple of fans as well.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
The infamous dual-purpose wall, right? Ooh, 081 is actually sending it over way past. Maybe going for that crown pickup. Salamander might be the sacrificial lamb right at the end there. Just found himself dead. So 81 is definitely going to go for the crown on the right-hand side or the top right one. But I think there might be Lobster gatekeeping that as well at the same time. But the fight's not stopping, of course. Hyenas were looking to apply a little bit of pressure onto Breves. Because they saw the fights happening with Tua. Yep, and it looks like 081 is going to pick up the crown, or he's just questioning when he should pick it up. Maybe when the circle starts to close in down towards the south side. Then he gets a nice little clean dunk there. Ranta sending in those LMBs. Some of Napalm was maybe just a touch late, but still getting a decent amount of damage. And Chris with sending the ulti. Big amount of damage coming in. The crown pick up by Timmy. Unfortunately, scuffs the dunk. And, now it's a bit troublesome for Timmy. He's going to have to hope those dashes are timed perfectly. Pops an E-plat. Has an extra bit of territory to play in now, of course. There is a bonfire capture as well for Lobster. So they're really playing like the ultra mega macro. And now it's a double crown v crown play between Tua and Finn. So, of course, Timmy... it's Squid now for 081 and Drive. Wildfire Drive. Timmy's looking for that hook. Oh, but 081 actually sticking the res. 2 seconds. It's going to get the team back up. This might be perfectly timed. He needs to have the natives perfectly timed as well. There we go. All team members are going to make it back in, but they're going to be a little bit wounded. Lobster noticed this and instantly go for the punish. Salamander far and dead as well. Clipper stunning in the rain of arrows, surprisingly, by ones. And 081 is now back again, last alive in the same situation. Unfortunately, gets spiked. Timmy has managed to dance around a couple of teams and survive that whole time. 35 seconds left. On the north side now, but Bear applying a load of pressure. His time is running quite short here. He doesn't have a squid either, so he doesn't have much momentum. He's getting glitched a little bit by the Iceland and the LMBs. It's not enough. That's Fair taking another kill, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And it's Finn, unfortunately, out of 5th place. Just 4 teams left. So we're looking at Milkony. Maybe he's got a wide opportunity to get some hooks here, but Fish are applying pressure from the top side, very closely, avoided there by Fish. Innerar's coming out whenever possible as well. So much ice in abundance of they can just play on the Abyss permanently. This is like where Bebo shines just forever. Oh, and the hook connects from Milkony, and there comes the CC chain. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually get the spike though, and that provides an extra little bit of time for Lobsters to get a bit of extra damage in and return the favor in some sort of way if possible. They're trying to get the Wisp res. Unfortunately, Ox is also found dead, Sanders found dead too, and Fish are looking for some potential free pickets now into Hyenas if possible, but Flaxy is just rapidly healed up at least 2 of the members, and they're trying to heal up himself whenever possible as well. What can one do in this scenario? 118, they don't have enough. There is a crown in the top right hand side, but Fish are going to be covering that one. And Bear are just covering the next zone. They've already got that the lip of the island to just chill on.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
There are a couple of boxes, but they are a little bit too close to Bear, so one can't really rotate over that in that direction just yet. Reaper have now taken control of that bonfire. Avalanche comes in to kind of temporarily split up Bear. And they've got to be careful of the train amidst the action. Oh, Crystal! Oh my god. And there goes the nuke drop as well. Green's trying to get a little bit of poking onto Fish. The hook attempt actually gets the connection, and there goes the CC chain. As we've seen a million times before, Reeves is found dead. Only 2 members left now, and the Virus 3 comes to that last second from 1, and then jump ship right at the last second. I'm not sure which kind of action the team is trying to orient one towards. But the crown pop was looking like it might have had something there, but unfortunately no. Hyenas get a couple more kills in that scenario. They're at like 7 now, and the Trapper actually picks up a crown at the last second from the shot by. Runs into Trapper. Oh, and they get the rest for free. Unfortunately, but there's a spike instantly after. There is a Soul Stealer pickup potentially. I'm wondering if they have enough money for another crown. Nope.
Storm tightening.
So Milkony can just keep looking for those hooks with the circle pulling up towards them as well. Makes their life easier. Flaxy sends it in very aggressively, along with Milkony for the reinforcements. Down to spawn dead now. And it really feels like Fish are kind of collapsing somehow in respect to the macro. They're making some calls that are really, really weird or hard to focus, like which sort of direction they need to orient themselves towards, it feels like. Oh, Milkony just keeps hitting those hooks in this scenario. It feels like it's just continuous free pickings. Reaper found dead now. Greed follows up with a couple more LMB procs onto Lagra. Gets the dunk down. Spike Grenade that provides a touch more time, but it's not enough. There's a box res. There's no way this is going to be successful for free. And Dalda's back in the game. They're back to a 2-man. And we need to see if Hyenas want to get a couple more kill points here. It seems like Fisher kindly donating them whenever possible. Dalda still have to deliver a little bit more time. Reeves is actually setting it up to the north side, it feels like. Oh, and it's a spike right at the last seconds. How many kills do Hyenas have? 12. It's going to be 13 unless they get the crown pick onto Flaxy. Pops the ulti though, and that does seal the deal. That is Hyenas with a mega 13 kill game to take game number 2. So the next game is going to be Portals, of course. Oh. got 1 DC, unfortunately, but things happen, of course, so just wait for the reconnect and we should be good. I was just checking the Discord and seeing cookies with like 4 screens open. No shot, dude. I'm happy that there's at least 4 people streaming the Scrims, so because as I mentioned before, having that direct line of communication really can help smooth things over. Okay, it's like wait a minute. Oh, so how's everyone's day been then on a Sunday? Has it been calm, energetic, action packed? You know, what's going on, guys? For me, it was just a bit of recovery. I had to stay up late. Yeah, Aiden, I've seen you've been grinding it endlessly, dude. Okay, I'm guessing I'm getting trolled, so I'm going to start that then.
Select your hunter.
Another mission. Good.
Second highest rank. Holy schmoly. Is there like a MMR system that you can see like a number or something? I assume it's like other similar games like that. Can't see a number, but you can see a rank and what number. Ah, I got you.
Magnitude 10.
Can you actually sense there being like a
You
like a
are
genuine
the drop
improvement,
leader.
or it's more like a grind fest? Because I see with the healthy player population, you're able to really like test your skill, and also how's the balance overall in Deadlock? People get better the higher you go. Yeah, makes sense. Like, you can actually feel it. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's one of those like, oh, I can do something stupid, but the enemy can do something stupid. So, but by stupid I mean like it's ridiculously
Abyssal
fun.
hatchlings are spawning
If
soon.
that makes sense. Yeah, exactly. I think when games get that sort of balance right, it feels so good. like you don't feel bitter about like when the balance is poor. You feel a bit bitter sometimes. Like, oh, I just died to like cheese. But now, when the game's balance is healthy, you can be like, and you can play anything. Like the meta becomes more diverse. Like everything feels better. Yeah, Merc, what's your feelings or reasoning behind the way that you feel like that?
Enemy Oracle online.
I can put that on pause though as we get into game 3. Tiptoe had to heal at the last second. Oathman is trying to apply a little bit of enemies into Breves. Trevor's, oh, actually gets the kill into Breves successfully. The Salamander hitting their shots, gets the dash back onto Dowser as well. And can they get that last important kill onto Treffer? I'm wondering if that's going to be the case. As Core come in, they've got the level 3s. Treffer might be found dead right at the start. No! Someone's going to call for a restart surely at this point. So we'll have to be quite careful if they last too much longer here. It might be a bit of a trouble. Salamander already found dead. Now Tiptoe and 081 probably need to go separate ways. Hopefully they've learned this lesson from the previous scrims that they had before. Uh-oh. I think that's going to be the case. They are actually staying united and better there now. Level 5s. Tiptoe's found dead. 021 just completely needs to jump ship. This train is coming very, very slowly. Lamamo trying to buy as much time as possible maybe for 081. Oh no, sorry, never mind. There was another member on the north side, in fact. If my camera unscuffs. There we go. This faction's up for grabs. Who picks it up? Velati gets it right at the last second, but actually maybe takes his own life from that. Goes for the desperate pickup with the aggressive dash.
An enemy. The storm is closing.
That's a bit questionable, but you know, I can understand it if that makes sense. Mayuri does manage to make his way out. And the Sky Shark, Crystal's going for the aggressive follow-up, also with the ulti, unfortunately. But obviously straight into Cobra. That's going to be an instant res. Yeah, Moik, but I think there are sometimes games that can do all 3 of those things at once. Like, if they can do all 3, that's great. Like, it's not necessarily like a zero-sum game, right? Like, where you have everything's OP, but there's less 1vx. I don't know. Yeah, 1vx is always one of those weird ones, man. I feel like some games it suits better, and some games it's just horrible. Like, I don't feel like this game adopted that kind of. They shouldn't have not have adopted that philosophy, personally. As we flick over down to the south side. Cribble's not got that much mana left, unsurprisingly. Had to use it. We know that Brawl can be a quite heavy mana use in the early game, but Ashka does make it out. Lizardo actually gets the nice little clean pick. Kind of like how Leo going for their kind of jumps. They're very precise typically in getting that one individual pick, and then maybe trying to pick off another whenever possible. And Triple maybe overinvested a little bit here with that kind of turnaround. I think the body language is really well read by Lizardo. At the same time, we're looking at Curti. There's also a bit of a mirror play here. Who's in this scenario? It's Marionette on the KP. I don't think they're going to be able to. They're not going to meet each other though. I think they're going to go their own separate ways. And Ori unfortunately is found dead just shortly afterwards. So Lizardo getting up a couple of nice kills there right at the end. 4 kills already picked up. And Pan are outed 11th place. And it looks like, where are the other members in this scenario? Where's one? They're in zone, okay. Zoom out would help, of course. Yeah, Aiden, I really like that kind of specialization. Like, if a character design specializes in one sort of criteria, not necessarily like he's not just an enabler, right? Moan Crow is not just an enabler, but I kind of like that, the feeling that provides, because when you do that job really well, it feels really satisfying that you're doing that specific job really well. Like you know that you're hitting the mark, if that makes sense. Where sometimes in this game, you just get the kills and it just, I don't know, it doesn't feel, it just feels satisfying. But sometimes it's just like I just got the kill. It's not distinct. It doesn't feel distinct.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
So it looks like a nice little couple of kills on the bottom right side. Just Lamamo last alive now. 2 kills picked up though. Broken Rest potentially if they want to go for it. 1.6k, but they can't really hang around here too much. Obviously, of course, with Reaper, hop on the tail. Day 2 mob resets, of course, are available for all of these teams. So I really need to decide, obviously, to get the res off first of all, and also trying to find some mobs to farm up to get some extra XP whenever possible. Looks like the Mama circled up to the north side, but Lag was there with a massive, insanely fast follow-up on that duel.
Storm tightening.
Okay, he was considering going for that aggression turnaround. I think that was enough to just send it away right at the end. Oh, centrally in the map as well. Oh, Cobra will find Salamander. I know that Tua had a little bit of a rough early game. They just got level 7 on 081. There's a potential opportunity for Spike Grenade, but you can't really play for it permanently. Dash his way across. But that Sky Shock is going to get pounded in by it. Yeah, Phase Steel Chains do miss. And there's a little bit of a nollie play. And a really nice dash at the last second by 081. But I think his time might be short here. Cobra gets a couple more LMBs. Means he might get the free pickup. In fact, does get it. Cobra had to invest quite a lot to get that kill. Oh, really nice spike there at the last second by Cat Heist. And Leo now jump ship instantly go towards the left hand side. And there might be a bit of a meet-up here. It is 30 seconds till night though, so Core can probably reset. Camera going up to the north side whenever possible. There is a decent amount of space for them to play in. Yeah, Mark, I can understand that perspective. I think I'd like maybe 20, 30 hours in Deadlock or something. I didn't feel the same way, but I do think, you know, it suffers from that same kind of snowboarding issue, but that's just the nature of those games, right? I feel like every MOBA-esque game has those kind of not problems, but you want to feel powerful or rewarded for doing something correctly or killing someone, right? It's just the inherent nature of it, right? I don't know what game designers could do to kind of avert that. The only thing you could do is like gate economy, make it like a time-based, potentially, to access levels at different levels of economy, like the day 3 perks. Or but they're not. It's not really a good example in Supervibe. But I know that other games have done like different types of gating, like dragon spawners in League, for example, or Baron or whatever, which is the same as like Souls in a way, sort of. But
An enemy oracle is scanning.
draw like loose comparisons, I guess. Looking at Bear, Lobster, and Leo on the top right hand side as well at the same time. They're kind of having a little mini dance for the Souls. We're looking at Corrosion in about 55 seconds, and just above it we can get a little zoom in. Space walking, there we go. Hyenas have maintained armors, they've got good items as well. Milk when he tries an ambitious hook, but doesn't get it, unfortunately. Mario essentially has to pop the second win just to survive that one. I think they would have continued the chase had that second win not been popped, so it's probably a good call overall. Cat being forced out very aggressively by Finn as well, so nice territorial control we're seeing there.
The storm is closing.
Ooh, a spike right at the end, and a nice little car.
You can't touch me.
So Cobra pops the ulti, gets out of there right at the last second. Box Res has been cancelled as well by Lizardo. With some napalm on top. Pops the arcane railgun. Super low HP now. There's a Box Res attempt again. Lizardo is actually going to permit this. Surprisingly, Lagrid did not actually just go for the full stick, but they're actually sticking the res with the res beacon instead, which is probably just a safe way of doing things. And both souls are on the ground now, basically up for grabs.
Has landed.
Seeing a chest pick up from Flakes. 8 teams left. Yeah, that's the thing, Adrian. That's what it was for me. It's like I actually enjoyed the gameplay, but it's just we have to pick your fights, man. In terms of time, it's just so many different things that take up your time, man. And I think for me as well, I needed like a good friend circle to play it with. I feel like I get way like the amount of fun you get just multiplies when you're like doing like nice comms with your like homies. I feel like that's really fun, way more fun. It's all good, man. I think that maybe back then, yeah, there would have been an opportunity. I think that's probably past for me now.
An enemy oracle is scanning.
Maybe if another game comes out in the future, we can help on that one, mate. So it looks like Finn got their soul completely free. I'm not sure why Bear didn't apply a little bit more pressure. Of course, with them being underleveled, they decided against going too crazy there. Cat are also in the same position as well. I'm surprised that did Ranta have ulti? He did. He could have maybe tried to summon Napalm Steel. Not sure why he didn't go for that one, to be honest. So we look up to the top right hand side. Uh-oh, who's getting screwed in this scenario? Ox is found dead. Cobra on super low HP, 1 HP. Gets a little bit of heal from Vipera right at the end. And Sanders is getting absolutely pummeled now. Vipera trying to get that ever important chase. Come on, can he do it? A couple more LMBs. Oh, Sanders was feathering pretty nicely there, but Leo still get the kill right at the end, but Cobra might be in a bit of trouble here. Pops the ulti for an extra bit of survivability, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Tries to dash, but it's just not timed well enough. There, we're completely aggressively chasing Cobra out there right at the end. And we're looking at Greed on super low HP. He's getting absolutely pulled himself by Cat. He's just waiting patiently, getting a little bit of snipes in on the left-hand side. VivEUcamp has forced her off right at the last second. Yeah, it might be an arc rated angle Aiden, man. I've not bought it yet, though. I've not like pre-ordered it or anything, mate. But again, because I got no one to play with, so I was like, let's fucking screw it, man. Even though I really like the beta, but I just you know. Oh, he gets the hook onto Miasm, so clean. Miasm is found dead. But there are 2 members alive still. Hey, Ori, that's my line. Are you reading from my script? Come on now. There goes the nuke drop, and Finn have been forced down to the south side.
Abyssal hatchlings have spawned.
We're looking out on the right side, just below it. There's a why is there a red chest this late? It's so crazy on day 4. I guess it can make a small difference, but at the same time, Velati getting absolutely pummeled by Finn. Nice little dash by Lamama down through those train tracks. And there isn't enough for a Crown either. 2k is a little bit of a nice sneaky evasion there to get onto the height. Here's a Crown pickup. 10 seconds left for Lizardo. Actually gets away at the last second or get renotes with his other team member. Sneaky back. Exactly, Ori. Oh, on the south side, is there going to be enough of a rotation? Lamamo can just stick the broken. Oh, but it's unstable.
Enemy Oracle
makes it a bit
online.
troublesome for the that rest to stop. And now VivEUcamp is just right on the heels of Lamamo. That means that there's no res anymore. And I think Lamamo's going to go for the portal now. Oh, okay, so they got the res opportunity now that way. If they see the window, they got an opportunity to do it. Yeah, Aiden, I've seen some of the ludicrousness of the CC chains, or not horrible designs, but like just crazy interactions, let's say, that you can have between the characters and the items and things of that nature. I've not been exposed to all of them, but I've seen a couple for sure. So high game, full territory control mode. Reaper sending in with a little bit of an aggressive dash right at the end. 20 seconds stun, Jesus. Euphoria finds a nice pick onto Miura at the same time, so it looks like that rest was successful. And there's a nice little dash from Lamamo. They both go their own separate ways. Lamamo can hopefully escape dash over, but there's no solid ground of force to do it. And there is a spike right at the end. That leaves Velati having to circle through. There's so much terrain to go through. There's no way you're making it through in this scenario, so that is likely to be core dead. There we go. Now Koyo applying a little bit of pressure down the south side towards Leo. Oh, they get the hook connect. Really nice prediction with the dunk down, but Cobra pops the ulti perfectly timed. Okay, Romero and super low HP now, Romance. Reed also finds Lagra as well. VivEUcamp playing a couple of LMBs.
The lava baron has arisen.
The Crystal's kiting this really well so far. It's like the perfect type of bishop play that you want to see. And obviously, with that kiting, has actually turned the fight around a touch. Actually goes into the aggressive ulti to try and maybe get a kill onto VivEUcamp, but Hyena's there for the reinforcements. Instantly Greed pops the rocks.
An enemy oracle
Oh,
is
the hook
scanning.
just narrowly misses, but Greed is going to get that spike, unfortunately. So in this scenario, is Reaper with the crown pickup. 1 minute 10 left.
Storm tightening.
Right, how are Koi looking? Econ is not too healthy, but they have Soul Stealer. Seeing maybe a rapid dash right at the last second from Reaper. He's still got ulti though, so he's got an extra escape mechanism. There we go, he's popped the car now. Grimogle's been used, Cobra sends in a couple of LMBs, Elizabeth to follow up as well. Oh, and Milk Honey gets the massive hook, dunked down as well. Vortex Charm, but unfortunately can't get too much value, getting rapidly healed up by Flaxy. It's going to negate all that damage that headed his way. And Reaper has managed to navigate that chaos perfectly. 20 seconds left. Attempt that narrowly misses.
Enemy Oracle online.
Seeing a wide circle around by Cats this time. I guess they didn't want to have any interaction with Koi because they put the walls up as well. Even trying a pad play would be risky, especially with the Hudson constant LMBs peppering you into a spike. It's not nice. So it looks like there's a risk that's been successful. You know, trying to get that pressure applied onto Finn. Panorome on about less than half HP potentially. Timmy tries to get a slamming onto Cobra, but unsuccessful. Panorome trying to get a little bit of heals them right at the end. There are a couple of small mini islands to play on, but of course I think everyone has the perk at this point, so they're not taking damage. Yeah, hazmat suit, whatever it's called. Comes in, okay, no connection there unfortunately on the south side. So Reaper and his team are back as a full 3-man. Koi just holding ground, under level though quite significantly. When he tries a hook but is unsuccessful. One team member is potentially split out there. Flakes might be in a bit of trouble, but actually returns the pressure in a significant, meaningful way. Getting his pop the ulti. But Euphoria's there now. Oh, Cat Heist. Oh my god, that bonus connection. Oh, that was super clean from Cat, man. Cat Heist went super clean there. Bowlers into the Fusillade. Getting really, really adept at that now on that shiv. Great to see. And potentially, I'm not sure if it's going to be the next game, but Mad Magical will probably be joining up for at least 2 of the games, I'd assume, because I've just got some DMs from him, so it's going to be a nice little addition to the cast,
Enemy
hopefully.
Oracle is scanning.
So it's looking at Econ now. Caps are looking really healthy after their pickups. Massimune and Panorama, but their Econ's looking too good. They got a little bit for armor repair should they need it. Bear are in dire straits here. They've been forced around. They might have to circle around. It's probably the only way to escape here, to be honest. For the next circle, they're going to have to make sure they have an E-plot either way, because if they circle all the way around, they're going to be in Koi's territory, of course. They may even circle back around again now that the Chaos has kind of moved and adjusted itself towards the left and bottom-hand side. And there goes the little spike grenade connection onto Cobra. He has to jump ship at the last second. Vortex Charm does actually connect onto Ranta. Pops the second wind as well. The Summon Napalm's already used as well. Ranta's already found dead. Cobra gets the finish. Clean execution. Timmy's now in a big trouble as Cat Heist gets another big Fusillade pop and a couple of LMBs from Euphoria as well to reinforce that. Shiv is an honest champ. Yep, that is the... All you can say is smile, bro, in that scenario. That's all I can say, dude. I agree. Oh, Panorama gets the punch into the left side. Oh, and the meat has been fed. Panorama has the orb, though, it looks like. Oh, he's going to get rezzed, maybe? Oh, Lizzo is sticking this one permanently, making sure that that res is not longer going to be an option. Slot pop again by Cat Heist. Yeah. Oh, can he get the snipe? But Perro just narrowly misses that one. Sorry, it's found dead. He isn't found dead though too, so Cat really have to reassess the situation because they're getting pressure applied now from both sides. I like that Koi are applying pressure down from the south side. They stayed on height forever, but they're actually finding ample opportunities to get Pokemon whenever possible. Getting those little peppered LMBs, winning, keeps applying those LMBs, gets one kill. Flakes finds one kill at least, and Cat Heist now returns the pressure. Last little defensive hook. Right at the last second by Romance, and Cobra is now last alive amidst the chaos. 1 minute 20 with the crown pickup. Miasm's back in the game, they're back as a full 3-man, but the bomb connection hits, and Miasm is instantly dead. Munia, it says napalm, I think, not meatballs. But I can see how you can maybe hear it. There you go. Meatballs. It's cool. I like that. They need to make a chef skin just for him, man. But Romance is trying to get res by winning. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case. As Bear applies so much pressure. Winning is now dead. It's just one member left. Lake's last alive with a crown pickup. Goes down to the south side. Maybe he can do pull off a miracle here, but the circle's really small. He can't really do any crazy abyss play. He's trying his best, though, to maybe get some sort of cheap spike, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Tries to play around the mountain. It's not enough. And Bear do take game number 3 with 13
Storm
kills.
tightening.
You need to make a petition, Munio, to change it to meatballs, man. Oh, man, GPA, dude. Oh, you're amazing. Thanks for the prime. Appreciate you, man. Always supporting me, man. GPA's the homie, man. Good stuff. Let's get a quick update on Magic and see what's up. What you guys say? Sorry, I was just sending some DMs to Magical. I mean, Vivo, man, he's got like a whole... There we go. My emotes are working now. Got all the Vivo ones. Wait, I need to just see what's going on with chat. Oh, super unlucky. I know that NA actually banned a couple of characters for their tournaments. Oh, Izuna as well. Oh, thanks for the... Whoa, guys! Oh my god, I'm spoiled, man. Oh, you guys are insane, man. Dracos as well with the follow-up sub. Oh, I love you guys, man. You guys are insane. I appreciate the support, man. You guys allow me to keep creating this content. Great stuff. All right. I need to try to refocus, and I believe the teams are going to reorganize themselves now. 5-min break. Our teams can reorg. Oh, that just caught me off guard completely, man. I really appreciate it, man. Izuna and Dracos, man, and GPA, of course, not too long ago before that. Crazy stuff. Oh, I need to have a quick look at the sheet now and see what's going on with the new teams for games 4 to 6. What are the big switch ups? All right, let's have a quick look and see what's going on. I mean, I really like the dispersion. Like, there's not really many conflicts in terms of like one tricks, so that makes things pretty easy. Oh, thanks, Baruf, man. Appreciate it, dude. Is that what you reckon it is, Moik? I think you need to create like a degree for your local university about the communications of Bebos. I want to see like there being like some sort of master's certification that you can get understanding Bebo. What if he's talking about, like, I don't know, solving world peace, but because we don't understand him, we don't know what the answer is, you know? He's telling us it, but we don't know. Who knows? Bro, I'm seeing a couple of the homies. They got like multi-streams open, man, in the Discord. Crazy, guys. GPA, yeah, there was only one. There was an issue. Well, not an issue, but like a conflict with 3 KPs. But that was only one. I'd expect there to be more GPA, right? But surprisingly, that everyone. There's enough variety for everyone to kind of play what they want. It feels like. And of course, if anyone ever wants to cast in a different language, French or Spanish, whatever it is, just shoot me a DM or to Tom, because I think Tom has typically taken the other spectator slot. And maybe if Tom has Nitro, you can use his like 1080p feed. Otherwise, you can use mine. I got 72060. I don't have a turbo, unfortunately, but you know, just to get the content out to more people, you know, language shouldn't be an issue, you know. I think we've got like people from all reaches of the earth. It feels like so. I know that Orlando's has done it in the past, for example. So, and Minato, of course. Yeah, exactly, GPA. But Ghost is common everywhere. And so, yo, bro, surprisingly, it was Carbine in the NA tournament yesterday had like a 50% pick rate, dude. I swear that it came out of nowhere. Like, I don't expect the character like Carbine to have such a high pick rate, but there must be some sort of, I don't know what it is, some sort of attraction they have to that character. Like how E has that attraction to KP, right? Like we just have an abundance of KP players just innately. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, easy pick. Yeah, that could be it. It's just kind of simple to understand, right? Ghost and Carbine are kind of both in that same pocket of playability, if that makes sense. Is this possible to cast? Yeah, but you'll have to probably get caster privileges. Maybe ask Courageous if you can get caster privileges, and then you could just join the Discord and then just mute me, and then you should be. And you'll probably you might have to mute Magical too if he joins midway. But then you're welcome to do that, dude. Not an issue. Ash, but what we call that? Maybe we had scrims. We had scrims like what Friday, but that's it. Yeah, you could do it in Spanish if you'd like to. That's not a problem. Any language. Those are the two that just rattled off my head. But any language is welcome, of course. You know. Lobby is ready when Cobra switches to Team Tour. Let me see. Tour Cobra West Cobra. And Baruth for Leo. Who is it? So, okay, it's already done. Okay. Let's go back to normal weather again for game 4. Yep, I'll get a ready check in, Baruth. Also, who just I've got like a memory of a goldfish. Who was it? The one last game was it? I know that it was Flakes trying to survive against. Was it Koi? It was what Koi used to be. It was winning. It was Koi, right? Or was it Reaper's team? It wasn't the Hudson team. I can't remember anymore. Yeah, you can fill me in. Maybe you can have a quick check in the VOD. Yeah, cool. Okay, at least I'm not going completely insane. It looks like the whole lobby's ready though, so we should be able to get into game 4 very, very shortly. Just doing a quick check through. Yep. Okay. Yeah, exactly, Baruth. Great stuff. All right, so we're getting into game 4.
Magnitude 10.
Select your...
Another mission. Good.
Sheep, sheep, sheep.
Abyssal hatchlings are spawning soon.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It looks like we are heading straight into Game 4. Thanks for sticking by everyone. Looks like Armor's on Scavenger's Bay straight off the bat, but that's a little bit far out, so if someone can take some Sky Shocks potentially, there might be some easy rotations as well for that. We're looking at a rare armor as well on Vanegrove. Who's taking Cold Fang in this scenario? It looks like Fish are getting that one for free. And two teams, I think, have their eyes set potentially on Scav. Unfortunately, Ori does die to the world here, right at the start. But the other two members did make it out, so hopefully there's a res option available there on the bottom right hand side. Looks like that is the case.
Enemy Oracle online.
Some scans coming out. A couple of mini interactions. Pan have the level 3 versus Leo's level 2.
Hatchlings have spawned.
And they've kind of evened the playing field. Oh, potentially a big catch out here. But okay, Rogan gets this, the snipe onto Ashka. Has to jump ship completely. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave the match here. There's been a crash, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to get a restart in if possible. Okay, that was a top one. Oh, no. You messed with the timeline. I'm the TVA, man.
Select your hunter.
Alright, off we go again to the races.
Another mission. Good.
I like it that you guys are supporting your friends, man. It's really nice to see. This is it. This is going to be the one. Finn are going to come out on top, I believe.
Magnitude 10.
You are the drop leader.
Oh, thanks, dude. I need to actually speak with Courageous as well and see what we want to do with starting to track points for teams, because right now we're just playing for like, we're just playing to see. Well, I'm just like capturing the wins per game, but that's not. It's not necessarily the end goal of actually winning the scrim block, right? Because typically what we would do is per game, you'd score points for getting kills and for your placement, and both of those
Abyssal
numbers are added up
hatchlings
into one
incoming.
final score. And then for each game, you know, the 6 games, so you add up all of those, and then, you know, that's your kind of final score for the scrim block. So I'm wondering if we should start implementing that kind of, because there's going to be a different kind of philosophy that teams might start utilizing, right? Because they're like, oh, we have to play for placement. So playing for placement means you might play something slightly differently. You might play a bit more aggressively or a bit more defensively. Oh, this team's in second place, but we can if we take them out first, we have a really good chance at first place. You know, they can be like really good or like really important macro decisions that it's like an external factor that's changing something internal in the game, right? Cameron managed to hold their ground. A lot of teams are dropping kind of centrally oriented on the south line of the drop line. 5 teams have basically lined themselves. Vortex Charm getting a little bit of a connection onto 1. Super low HP managed to dash back at the last second. OK and Rogan does miss. A couple of LMBs sent in by all 3 members of Leo. They're chasing this aggressively through the anomaly, finding Ox already. 1 is likely to be dead shortly afterwards, but Sanders does make it out at the last second on that carbine. I'm hoping they've taken a dash level 1 or something along those lines. Looks like the red book is also completely uncontested in this scenario. Sanders, Vortex Charm, unfortunately that is Lob outed super duper early there. 12th place. So it looks like Velati got a really nice clean pick up there with the Soul Stealer. They already got the Air Blaster level 5, and maybe one team's now slowly makes their way down towards the Codex. Get that extra level boon. And then obviously Leo going to pick this armors up to 3, completely uncontested. Flick over to Chaos as well, so have a quick look over there and see what's going on. Finn and Han, slight level disadvantage, but Finn are trying to kind of even the playing field whenever possible. Crystal on super HP, but Triple comes in with the reinforcements. They get a nice decent spike grenade, but Tiptoes on his last legs, found dead. Euphoria now on her last legs as well, gets a nice little spike grenade. It's still not enough. Han are actually completely chasing this one out. Ranta's now last life for Finn. Uh-oh. Crystal's continuing it. Ashka's coming down from the south side. Oh, are they going to be super bloodthirsty? I'm wondering how long they're going to chase this one for. And sometimes, if you can do it correctly, you get the heat. Oh, the spike! Never mind. I was going to say, sometimes you can evade by getting one team to fight another team, and somehow you scurry out of there at the last second, but that wasn't the case, unfortunately. And now we're flicking over back onto a Wraith's Row. We're looking at Cam and, in this scenario, Core. Marionette on that Eva. They are slightly under-leveled in comparison to Core. Okay, Rogo just narrowly misses. A couple of NMBs by Lamamo. Gets the dash in. Going up for the 4 stacks. There we goes the 4 stacks for the reset. Limit Timmy with the reinforcements. With the dunk, and J-Rap is likely to be dead shortly afterwards. That is going to probably leave Sparta to be the last one alive. Maybe tries to go for the 1v1 reset. Actually nearly kills Lamamo. Oof. I imagine if Felix had items or some sort of any sort of difference there to make the difference, shall I say, it would have been enough to get at least 1-for-1 trade, but you're also looking at Velati last alive and looking to also collapse onto this one. Of course, with it being a Soul Stealer, it's going to be an extra important potential pickup for Pan if they can get the kill. But, you know, they need to not avert their eyes for too long because there's always another objective in the vicinity to look for. Of course, Ghosts being one of them, right? I mean, they already have the level 7 advantage, but I mean, you could also play for Circle, play for extra XP, play for money. Always a res by Sparta. Gets it off successfully at the last second. Nice little dagger as well at the last second too, with a bit of follow-up. Nice little Beckham, but Marionette's on his last leg. Oh, nice little punch down Jera. It's probably going to be toasted again shortly. Unfortunately, dead again. So Sparta's in the same position as not too long ago. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, looks like OE2 has found Flaxy. Diesel popped by a Cat Heist, but not too much value acquired this time, unfortunately. Wildfire Drive on Milk when he gets a nice little slam dunk. A couple of LMBs, but it's not enough because Cat are there with the reinforcements in droves. Sparta's again there with the res, got the level 4s, but Lizardo's there with the level 7. Salamander not too far behind on the Shrike. Those ever important LMBs are going to need to start coming in if possible. Oh, Sparta's actually found dead, so it's not too far away to get to Cobra. If they can potentially do it, JRAF, come on, it's all down to you now. Surely they can make it. Maybe it's like a weird, awkward circle around. We do see just below that, higher there, on the top left-hand side, Bear also getting some farm up as well. Looking at Masamune as a potential pickup in about 50 seconds. Core have first dibs on this one.
Warning, storm closing.
I like Pan's aggressiveness, man. This specific iteration of Pan is really nice. at least in the early game that we've seen so far.
Enemy Oracle online.
Oh, hi, we're trying to get some shops in, but Vipera said no to that. Getting a nice Vortex Charm. As well, they're sending in a couple of LMBs onto Milk Honey. They both dash away. Greed's there on the top left-hand side. They're being completely forced out. Armor's not looking too healthy. Jareth is now maybe looking for a stick here. He's got the level 7. And now in the domain of Flaxy, he's sending in a couple of LMBs. Milk Honey's going to probably get that hook or dunk. Oh, nice little ulti at the last second. Perfectly timed by Jareth. And there's a nice, perfectly parked Sky Shock. Hopefully it doesn't get knocked off at the last second. Does make his way out. Oh my god. And there's 3 teams. There's obviously 5 teams converging here, but there's also 3 teams converging on the bottom right side. It looks like, who is it going to be in this case? Triple getting potentially chunked on. Crystal also on super HP. The Fusel's popped by Ashka, but can't do enough to survive this little Sky Shock escape. Nice and conveniently placed there. Breathes on super low HP as well. Nice little air blast as well by Lamar, but it's not enough. Trepper is playing so much damage and pain onto Core. They've looking to reunite whenever possible, but Ori is trying to fight for her life. Oh, unfortunately, it's not enough. And Timmy has to dash through up onto the north side, circle around through those wind rings. The Heart's not too far away, of course. Hopefully, they can do something there. Triple's maybe considering if he can stick this on the Heart, but it's really, really risky.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
Convenient armor pickups. Hopefully Cobra gets that one in time. But Leo are super duper ahead in terms of armors. They got all the relic pickups as well. Oh, nice little grenade as well. If Salamander hit the ball straight away, that would have been really nice. I think it would have been a guaranteed chain CC there, but it's really hard to predict kind of where the trajectory of the spike grenade will land your opponents. They keep having a little bit of a dance for the moment. It's not turned into a full engagement yet, but but now the Salamander's got the hit onto Cobra. Cobra nice to 80 strafe like a madman. The Vortex Charm hits. He's hit the phase 2 chain onto the wall, but can they do any more in this scenario? Dunk down doesn't get the connection, unfortunately, and Salamander's hopefully going to... Oh, but Panorama is there with the reinforcements. But the heals are coming in rapidly to get Salamander back up to full health if possible. J-Raf actually finds 2 kills, so somehow he got all the team back up with that Sky Shock escape we saw not too long ago. And is being rewarded for it dearly, it seems like. Panorama has to pop the ulti. Cobra's found dead. Okin Railgun does actually get the connection. Armor's broken, but Panorama is going to make the way out right at the end. And Luca, yeah, what happens is after the game 3, we have like a little 5-minute break. And we kind of have like a Google Sheet where all of the teams have been kind of pre-allocated for games 1 to 3. And then for games 4 to 6, they're reallocated again slightly differently. Unless they're trios. If they're trios, they stay the same.
Enemy Oracle online.
So we're looking at souls. We've got combustion up for grabs in about 10 seconds and phase walking as well, which might be free pickings for Fish here. Masamune on Trepper, 11k. Fish are looking super duper healthy for Econ. Yeah, I was thinking that, Luca. I'm not too sure because I'm sure I know of Boom Marionette as well from a long time ago. So we did see on the kill feed that Cam accrued a couple of kills. J-Raf went absolutely mental mode. Unfortunately, I didn't capture that one because there's so much action going on at once. But they've recovered so healthily. I mean, the Econ is not looking too good. Yeah, Ori's also playing Luca, dude. J-Raf sends it with a very, very aggressive ult right at the end. Actually finds Panorama. Marionette's there with the reinforcements on that Eva, but unfortunately doesn't get a back in connection. Panorama does make their way out right at the end. So no res opportunity there. As we flick up on the top left-hand side, one of the souls has already been taken as well. Miazin finds Greed.
An enemy Oracle is scanning.
So that is going to be high just as a 2-man band. There's obviously train res potential. The other res is way out in zone, so it's a little bit too hard to go for. And it looks like Fish. I assume they took the soul. Yep, they did. And they're having a little fight against Core. Of course, they required a little bit more skills and utility since the last time that they met each other. Always getting actually caught out here. Core somehow just leaving her as a sacrificial lamb for some reason. They decided to not go for a full engage. The positioning just became awkward, it felt like, and they didn't really know how to commit the fight to kind of, save her. But that's just part of the nature of these games sometimes, is understanding how to manage the awkwardness of those interactions. Looks like there's going to be a red chest pickup for Tour as well, completely free and isolated, unless Fish has something to say about this, but they're playing the super slow creep mode. Trek with 14k econ. Oh my god, so rich. And Core are hopefully able to get Ori up back again now. Yep, Timmy's sticking that one. Oh, but we do see Cats. They're walking down quite aggressively. They have all members back, of course, with it being a very fast rest, 6 seconds.
Online.
It's not too troublesome. The Codex up for grabs in about 55 seconds. Marionette rapidly healing up J-Raf, but there's no armors left for J-Raf, of course, with the Phoenix being that kind of initiator engager. You kind of need to have a little bit of initial sustainability. Just last a bit, just last long enough to be that disruptive force that you need to be. So hopefully they can get that one up again. Tura back in the game. I think seen some indications here from Ton to suggest that Koi needs to maybe take the high ground whenever possible. Kind of poke them from that angle. But it is against the non-KP matchup. Romance hopefully has an opportunity to get the hook in onto Panorome. Oh, there's that small kind of corridor where it feels like it's kind of it feels like it's easy to predict, right? When you see those corridors, there's typically only one direction you can move in. And most teams don't have like that kind of body language to kind of juke the hook. At least yet. But that's something that they'll learn over time, right? Like, you know that corridor is narrow enough to have a predictive hook. So you kind of maybe 80 strafe it in a really weird way or something to kind of make the hook miss. As we flick up on the top left, looks like Cat are going for an awkward rotation as Leo basically holding them out. Wondering how much pressure Leo wants to apply onto Cat in this scenario. Miasm is, actually maximizing that vision utility. This nice little pick onto Vipera, has to do a little mini dash backwards. But again, we've seen it many times before. Miasm kind of makes this mistake where his team doesn't really follow him up. And he goes in for an ulti and actually burns the ulti off cooldown and basically gets no value from it. Obviously, it doesn't ensure his survivability, but it comes at potentially a great cost. So actually gets a nice little ult as well. Gets a spike onto Cobra. Mario has to jump ship now instantly, same as Panorome. And that does allow potentially enough time. Oh no, Panorame's going in for the ult send. Hook actually gets scuffed there from the ulti stun. Reflector sends it with a very aggressive dash and a couple of LMBs. Now it should be a free res right at the end, I guess. Miro also finds Greed at the same time as we're flicking for the mini island. Action seems to be continuing here. Panorame getting a couple of LMBs to do a little dash away, so that's Greed definitely going to be dead in that scenario. Flaxy, of course, that wasn't his intention, but it's just the nature of Zeph, right? You're going to be carrying anything that's in that Nado. There is a crown pickup as well. Potentially, who's he signaling that for? Timmy is going to have to maybe make a big circle round. So they've got confirmation as well that, oh, it's a Voxer's attempt. Just got confirmation that Magical will be joining me for the next 2 games. So that's going to be amazing. Extra bit of spice to this scenario. So Milkhoney did find the crown, 1 minute 18. Fish are potentially guarding over Amorius as that starts to drop down from the map in not too long. And Kata like circling around on the outskirts of the circle whenever possible. Looks like Core did get the res off as well. Ori super low HP. Hopefully can get some res so heals when possible. There's an abundance of pots. We do see Koya waiting there very patiently. Ori does get spiked as well, unfortunately. Ulti pop up to the top left hand side of Lamamo, but there's loads of walls and a nice spike as well. Just catch out Lamamo. It's just little Timmy last alive again. On the top right hand side, it looks like, oh, there's a hook connection with the ulti pop by Cobra. Very perfectly timed. It's nice to see that he's got that in the tuck whenever. I'm hearing a nuke being dropped as well on the bottom left hand side. Oh my god, that bowlers with the Fusillon pop again by Cat Heist. And couple more LMBs, but Vipera kind of negates all of the damage that has been done. But the bonus connection again to Salamander provides an ample opportunity. As long as he keeps doing that 80 strafe perfectly, Salamander's not going to be able to hit those shots. And Miasm's there for the cleanup. Gets 2 kills. Can he finish the deal is the question. Zado was maybe looking to kill little Timmy there right at the end. He's on the Sky Shark, but he's run out of fuel. Has to dash down to the south side. 2 crowns in possession. 1 crown gets the pop. And oh, unfortunately, Timmy does die shortly afterwards as well. Nice little dash on the bottom right hand side. Makes way through the wind rings. Flaxy does manage to escape for now. Last alive. So much pressure being applied by Tua. Arcane doesn't connect, but the Facebook chain does. A couple of NB seals the deal. There's another couple of kills there for Tua. And now Kama looking to get another bit of action. Another Facebook chain has been popped onto Tua. Gets at least a 1-man anti-heal, but it's not too much more. I thought it would have been a 3-man, but of course that mountain was a little bit scuffed in terms of the way it was angled. Nice little... Oh, spike grenade. Mayuri went so crazy there. Does it again onto J-Raf? Oh, shit. It was super clean. And the Arcane Railgun. A couple more LMBs. Oh, my God. Mayuri went mental there. Oh, my God. That was so clean. Sheesh. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Just like when you know what to do on Ghost and you just do it, it just feels... It's just clean, man. Like it wasn't like super crazy, but it was clean. I can appreciate that. Oh, it's a nice circle around, but Cobra might be in big trouble here. Cat, surprisingly, Miazin wasn't paying attention to this. The Beast lost with pop, an aggressive dash as well. A couple of LMBs, but Cobra has found enough space to get another dash, and right at the last second, he's feathering like a god. Places the E-plat, goes onto the. I thought it was going to go onto the rails, but didn't decide to right at the end. Dash down to the south side, and Cat is waiting for him with open arms. Bonus misses, unfortunately. Miazin is trying to get those LMBs as much as possible. He's getting hit from like 2 teams now. And Cobra's definitely going to get found out in this scenario. It's not going to last too much longer. Pops the ulti. It's not enough, unfortunately. We do see a crown pickup from Panorome. 1 minute 10. So not to add potentially as the stealth. It's finally been found out now. Dash down to the south side. And surely Koi, come on. Meow. Okay. The meow justification surely should have been looking on the south at the very least. They planted a couple of LMBs, but I think it was too focused on providing that aggressive body language towards the north side. You know that Leo and Fish were there, of course. 45 seconds. There is another crown kind of centrally oriented in that next circle. Koya trying to, establish some territorial control with the bonfire drop. Checking some bushes as well, of course. Definitely making the smart plays whenever possible, but winning needs to do the same thing here on the left side because Leo waiting here. Is this free pickings? Oh, they're going to go in for the send. The nuke's kind of temporarily displaced. Winning right at the end there. Gets spiked as well. Ooh, they're taking a lot of damage. Surprisingly, Leo are playing this ultra slow game. They're waiting for the really opportune moment to to strike, shall I say. Getting more than 1 kill, I think, in this scenario. They actually decide to go down towards Cat. They've got an E-plat place just temporarily. OT1 is still dead in this scenario. And, a massive Fusillade with the bonus on top. Taking down 2 members. There's only 1 member left now, surprisingly. In the blink of an eye, but Miazin does die right at the end. Cat Ice is trying to get that res up onto Miazin whenever possible. The dagger's been popped. So you know it's going to be on cooldown for at least a little bit longer now. And, Cobra now sends it in very aggressively. Of course, they got the rest. They're back as a full 3-man. Who's going to get their important kill? They do get the reset right at the end. Panorome taking that. Or Cobra was the actual getting the kill credit. Some nice armor pickups as well right at the end. And some other goodies, of course. The 2 are going to be rapidly running out of space if they're not too careful. Get the ulti pop into the zone. Cobra taking an extra bit of damage. May also already getting hit as well by that strike. And then these come out. Cobra has to circle around. Gets knocked away into the zone again. Now he's on his last legs. A couple of LMBs do see the deal. Miri did get a little bit of heals in when possible, but Lizardo's there with his LMBs on the Ghost to kind of return the favor. Miri is also found dead now. So again, Panorama managed to slither away somehow. There is another crown, as we saw on that orange bonfire. Hopefully that's another free pickup. Was he going to go for a buy? Only 193, so can't go for the buy.
Warning, storm closing.
Oh, there's the crown. Placed at the feet, thanks to FedEx and Amazon and any other shipping company. We are seeing a chonker drop as well. I like that kind of preemptive thing positioning there to kind of negate anyone kind of coming up from the north side. Panorama did pick up the crown and manages to make his way down to the south side. Super lucky, but I wonder if Breeze is going to continue going on with the chase. But that kind of actually caused Fish to temporarily split up here, which allowed them to, or allowed one of their members to die. So Breeze getting absolutely chunked by Salamander. Can he get the ult connection? Nice little bit of movement tech right there from Breeze. Trapper also picks up a crown. 1 minute 25. But the zone pool is going to be looking very hard to navigate here for Panorama. I mean, there's this top side that they can hopefully play on in advance. They've obviously got the wall to play on, which provides a bit of extra space. If you wait too long, things can become potentially troublesome. There we go. I think he's timed it perfectly here potentially. Maybe he can even, if you got the cojones, you can really send it in potentially. But he's actually just making a 5-story house instead. 51 seconds. Oh, really nice block there by Breeze. But it's still in the zone. 45 seconds. There's no crown potential left, unfortunately, as Trepid does die to the world. Breeze now trying to make his way to the north side. Unfortunately, it's not enough.
Enemy
And that is
Oracle
Fish
online.
outed. Unfortunately, third place. 5 seconds left for that crown. That's going to pop in time as Leo played the ultra slow conservative game. Picked up 10 kills, not looking too bad. And Tua are back as a full 3-man again. And there's Gonzalo. Spike grenades are going to be ever important here. Whoever hits the big one is going to get probably the victory here, it feels like. That puts a really, really fast summon napalm. Ulti just narrowly misses by Salamander. Who really need to look for a shop. There's a shop there on the south side. There's a little bit of hesitation before they go to the shop. I think Cobra's finally doing it right now. But Mayuri pays the price for their life right at the end. They steal chain tech from Cobra going down to the south side. And now it's just Panorama again for like the third time. 193 there. There's no crown again. Nice little punch full of LMBs. It's probably going to be Leo taking this one. I don't see how they're going to make it out of this one. There's no crowns or anything. Ulti pop, yep, there we go. And that seals the deal. That is going to be Leo
Time to end this.
taking game number 4.
Finish that one.
Yo yo yo. Oh, I think Magical might have been having some mic issues there just for a second. He'll probably rejoin. Yeah, exactly, Chief. Yo, what's up, Magical? I can't hear you at the minute, by the way.
If I didn't have myself muted.
There we go. Welcome.
The game's been.
Yeah, good. There's some insanely chaotic games. Just the last game, but
Ooh.
apart from that, I'm liking the kind of the macro that's been formed slowly. A lot of teams aren't dying anymore on like day 1. You know, they're lasting till at least day 2 or 3. So I'm liking that kind of more measured approach at least.
Hey, we love to see it.
Great stuff. Great
Love
stuff.
to see it and love to hear it.
Exactly, dude. I think we have a full lobby again, so we are ready to go. You can see everything's good with the stream, Magical. You can see everything, yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm not streaming on my end today just because it's so late. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
no
keep
worries,
everything
no
on
worries.
yours.
As long as you can see, that's the main thing. All right, so
Yeah.
to change the storm shift, of course. It's going to be game 5.
The bullet train.
Yes, it is.
Hey, let's go.
Oh, I
Perfect
see
time.
why you woke up just now then.
Yeah, perfect time. Also, I have a new bullet train whistle. My wife
Yeah?
decorated my train
Oh,
whistle.
I saw it. I think you showed a
Yeah.
photo.
Select
Yeah,
your
that was
Yeah.
hunter.
wicked, man.
It's gonna be really sick. When
Another
there's gonna be
Good.
like a bullet train thing coming out soon. They'll have it in there so people can see.
Awesome
Be really
stuff.
sick.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah. Trying to make sure I have enough energy for today.
Yeah, you're doing tonight's stream right on VivEUcamp.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. yeah.
VivEUcamp EU and then VivEUcamp NA.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff, man. Yeah, I heard some. Yeah, that you weren't feeling too well, unfortunately, man. I'm hoping you're recovering a little bit here. You know, whenever possible.
Yeah, I feel a little better today, but you know, just
You
the
are the
nature of
drop
getting
leader.
sick.
Yeah.
Here we go. But I am ready. What game is this? Game number 5?
Yeah, this is going to be game number 5.
Oh wow. Already got a lot of games played and more to go. Train whistles in my hand as I'm ready for the bullet train. How have we been seeing the meta shift up? Has anything really changed that much? Have players been more
I feel like
leaning towards some of these dunk hunters?
it feels like everyone is staying on their kind of the hunter that they're really the most comfortable with to begin with. It might be one of those scenarios where players just want to refine their macro by not being that concerned with micro, if that makes sense. Like because they're playing with something that they're already comfortable with. If, you know, they're still going to make micro
Abyssal
mistakes as any
hatchlings
team would, even
incoming.
in the tier 1 scene. But you know, I think that might be the that's like my impression at least. I could be wrong that they're trying to take that approach.
Interesting. Well, let's see how it's going to be here. Game 5.
Yep.
Loaded up on to the breach, and we saw right there, we got our hatchling going to be right in Vein Grove, and Gold's up in Dawn Caps.
Yep.
And if any teams are going for that, only see one team. Team Hawk going to be that team looking for it. No one really contesting them, though, for the golds.
Yeah, this is one thing that's been surprising. I felt like over the course of these games I've seen, sometimes there'd be like really high value PUIs. Teams aren't even going to them, or it would be like no one's contested them. Someone just gets it for free. It's a really odd thing to see. But maybe that changes in these last 2 games, I don't know.
At the moment, though, it does not seem to be the case. Teams have, for the most part, separated. Team all the way there in the Academy. Team Lion could be by themselves. We have Cat in Frag Isle. Coyotes in Shards of Fate. A few teams kind of are around, down south, exactly down here about mana coils, but they still have enough space between them where they can farm up and get to 6s easily.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the kind of main point of stabilization, at least to try and get day 1 under wraps, because we've seen, well, I think it was in like game 3 or 4, I think it was Mirzan, one of the players, was having a little bit of troubles in the early game. Like, I felt like there's quite a big disconnect between himself and the other team members. Like, he would send it in on Jewel, and then there's kind of no escape mechanism if you don't get the dash reset, and
right.
he'd often find himself dead. So I'm hoping that that can be course corrected at some point with some of the workshops that we're, the various team players are doing. Which is really great, a great learning resource, I think, for a lot of these players.
Oh, for sure. That's the really cool thing, is that during the week, all these players, and they just join into Discord calls with some of our vet players in EU, are learning a lot more intense in the games, and like really getting a sense of how to grow in Super 5.
100%. And as we said, this has been a very, very slow game in comparison to some. There's been a couple of early scuffles in the other games, but this one's definitely been the slowest of all of them so far. I think once they heard that you're coming here for the cast, they really wanted to amp it up, man.
Yeah, amp it up and then make sure they're all alive for bullet trains. More people alive at bullet trains, the more deaths that can happen.
The more sacrifices, the better, man.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm not seeing anything too fanciful right now. I am seeing some cool picks. There's a Jin that was all the way down for, I think, Lobsters are playing Jin. We have Mercury there for Cat. Miasm. Aggressive Cat. Nice spike. Leo unaware there as they were trying to go into the Mage Bog, but now they are surrounded. Gotta be careful as they summon out that mortar, trying to get some damage. Jumping onto the Sky Sharks, but Cat continue this scuffle in the air, never relenting. And now with the second wind to try to push him back, the Sky Shark about to blow. It's gonna help out. Vipero taking down one for one trade. Scat were a little bit too greedy on that one going up against Lion.
Yeah, and it's really nice that, Vipera does have that level 7. It can be a potential, potentially instrumental ult in survivability for Zeph, and can also turn the tide of a fight, because Zeph can surprisingly do a monstrous amount of damage if he gets the combo off multiple times within one fight. There's a lot of combos that you can do with Zeph to achieve that. At the same time, we're looking at Finn, applying a little bit of poke onto high. We're looking at level 6s and, level 6s on both sides. I thought one person might have level 7s. We flick over to the north side. We've seen a couple of teams converge here. We've seen Tua with some nice armor pickups. Cam also trying to farm up mobs whenever possible. They are temporarily split. We've seen Cobra on the right-hand side. There might be potential in him as well.
Looking for Cam in an awkward spot, but they are healed up by the Orbs of Argus. With the Blink Dagger backwards. Could have disengaged if they wanted to, but Tua, they'll take the Guardian of Kobayashi's. It's kind of a good prize for them, even though base game control is still a way of Camel. Seems that they don't want to try to go for an aggressive play, not against the gold armors that Tua are wearing. The only team that went towards that Doncat play we were talking about before. Yuri actually going to get pushed back, and they get the damage with the punch on top of them, but it's going to be a separation of the fight. Camel now in a bad spot as they have to scatter. J-Rap's going to be the target. Tua look to take him out in this jet stream, so close to death with the shield from the flame shield, trying to survive forever, but eventually the flame had to get extinguished.
Yep, and at the same time, it looks like Pan are applying a decent amount of pressure onto Fish to force them out, but they do have overall a level advantage, all being level 7 versus Triple being level 6, Ashka being level 7, and just to the south side, we're looking at Crystal as well with only level 6. Meanwhile, we're going to flick over down on the south side, bottom left-hand side, Mana Coils, looking at Lobster and Hyenas. Flaxy's trying to maybe get a massive Vortex Charm in this kind of condensed corridors, but actually Hyenas decided to go up to the north side instead, maybe look for some more mob resets or shops, as we are now in day 2.
Here's some of those respawns. Camel going to bring back J-Raf. Even having some of our other teams that had lost a player here and there, Cat being one of them in their little fight. They were able to get their revive off. Same with
Oracle
Leo.
scanning.
So everyone's going to be back up to full teams. But it's about how you move around here. Day 2. Nice pull. Starting off onto Campbell, who had just brought back J-Raff, and now over the bridge. They lose their Eva already. Pushed back. Sparta not even going to try to help out, while Camel, they are on the run again. This respawn beacon up to the north for Sparta. I think they just used that one, so that should be an option for them.
Yep, and looking at the map as well, there's not really many other options that are kind of safe. You know, there's definitely going to be teams kind of all around, with there being all teams alive, you know, in day 2, as I said before. Things are lasting a lot longer than they once used to, you know, really, really early on. Tour as well, they've managed to maintain the armors as well, amongst the couple of scuffles they've had here and there. They seem to have come on top whenever possible, at least so far.
Abyssal
But on
hatchlings
Manacles,
have
we keep
spawned.
seeing a Lobster and the Hyenas. They keep dancing around Manacles, but this might be the tide that changes everything. There's the hook slam, the big
Another
massive CC
ball.
combo. Can look, can he make it out? He's actually going crazy with the Slug Wave, applying even more damage onto Ox, and there's just one last alive now.
These pulls continue to land for Team Hyena, looking really good. Milk Honey on point with them. And again,
man.
landing that one onto one. No revive for you, one. Instead, Lobster have their Jin over Abyss. Does anyone dare chase this Jin, though? With Volcanic Crusher that had been chambered at the moment. Greed thought about it, but it's still Jin. Jin can turn around those plays in a heartbeat.
Yep, and as we flick up onto the top right-hand side, oh my god, there's so many teams here, and then a big
Pandemonium.
Yeah, the bowlers were crazy right at the last second. 1 HP, Ashka, unfortunately not making out of that one. Triple and Crystal, they were just getting some buys at the last second. Meanwhile, Koi are applying a decent amount of pressure onto Cat. There's a nice, massive Cat heist, LMBs with the bowler connection as well, winning. It's now temporarily split from Flakes. He's actually getting chunked. He tried to stand his ground on that Hudson, but the minigun, surprisingly, is not doing more damage than, you know, 3 team members, of course, pummeling those LMBs in.
And continuing their chase, Fish are looking for Pandas, who are now in a similar spot that we just saw Coyotes, having escaped from this fight, but Fish are not relenting. They see the prey. They're taking a lot of shots in midair. Triple will hold on to the island down south. Might be able to defend Crystal, but broken armor needed to get repaired. Hanging out in that brush. Fish would go over. They are going to get spotted out with a Volcanic Crusher doing a little bit of damage, but they are by themselves. Napalm has been summoned on them. Nice Tetraform to try to survive, but it's each side putting down the Tetraform. That means it's only Crystal left. There's nowhere to run here. The Heart behind them. They can immediately go for the play to try to get the revive, but it is not looking too good for Crystal. Not with Fish. Looking for the prey. About to make the endangered extinct with only Crystal surviving.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It was actually Triple, I think, who actually scuffed Crystal and his other teammate there right at the end. It made things really, really awkward. Because there was one Pecker placed and then another one afterwards. It was like brown and orange. And I saw it was specifically the brown, so it was definitely teammate grief. You know, those things happen. You know, there can be miscoms and slight micro misplays that are just really, really unfortunate. But, you know, with one member still being alive, there's still a way to get back into the game, of course. We're looking at Cat also just chilling in the bushes just temporarily. Mizum setting up a Chonka, trying to cover up some more angles before they maybe look for a full-in, as we can see on the top right-hand side. Oh, they're going to steal the Guardian. We're looking at two as well on the left side. They have the same idea.
Yeah.
Beasts have landed.
You have a third party here, right? As you have the Meteor Beast. Napalm summoned, getting some damage onto Lobster, trying to cook him alive, but they're going to be able to get out of the pot and continue the fight, but they got to be careful what's on the south side. It's now going to be the pinch from Cat with the Fusillade pop, getting a lot of damage onto one, but one still surviving into the vault. They might be able to escape, but can't get away from the power that Cat have brought to this fight. Lob in a terrible spot is now only Sanders, deleted by the Golden Beam. While the Meteor Beast so low, Hawkdoor almost got them for themselves, but now Leo, they decided to try to take it away, but Hawk have grabbed it. Now Finn, they've joined in. So many teams here in Ion Acres, but now it's time to get out of here unless you want to continue this fight. Leo, they won the last game. They could try to take the fight again and show they're a bigger Cat, but they decide they're going to relent and go north.
Yeah, so that's one of those things that we've seen many times before, flying over the Meteor Beast and then getting out, jumping ship instantly afterwards. It looks like teams are slowly starting to accrue, adjust to that and do it more accurately. Oh, really nice spikes all by Cobra right at the end. Panorama is looking to continue to apply pressure onto Ranta as well. Euphoria is looking for a back right at the last second, but Ranta might be in big trouble here. Uh-oh.
Fusillade popped over the Abyss, but going the wrong way because we already know that Cobra was there. Tries to deny any dunks from Cobra to pick up. Has been able to get back over to the track. But it is not looking too good at the moment for Team Shark. And we go over to Ashker right at the tracks as well. Try to stop Camel from getting that Deathbox revive or stealing away. Not sure exactly which one it is. Getting only a little bit of damage onto Camel.
Yep, and as we flick up onto the top side, looking at 081, last life for Cat. And there is a crown pickup potentially, or they can even go for the res, considering it's minus day 4. It's still quite potentially troublesome, but I think they were close enough to get that stick. At the same time, Cobra actually finds a kill onto Romance. So Tua, how many kills have they got now? They're at 3, but it feels like they've been in at least a couple of engagements here and there, and they always seem to come out on top, it feels like.
Yeah, always able to find some sort of wacky play, but got to go back over to Pan because they have another player down to no health. Asker tries to avoid Camel, gets around the rock, but pulled back in by the flame shield, and now burning from Ember. As one more is gone for Panda, only down to that last player with Fish. Trepa on the tracks. The Survivor hopping aboard the bullet train. Do you have enough time to get that revive off?
Yeah, I'm hoping that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be there's going to be an ample enough window to do that, and they do get off successfully. But obviously, their migration into that next circle looks a little bit troublesome as we look in the minimap. We're now flicking over to Euphoria, potentially caught out here at the last second. Tua sending loads of pressure in, but at the last second they actually decide to stop the chase. So looks like Euphoria's going to make her way out of there right at the end.
We'll be fine. We'll be able to survive for a lot longer, but we still have a lot of teams remaining right now, and we are late into the game with a crown for 081, trying to avoid all that damage, but eventually Team Eagle has landed, taking out Cat, and we're back over to the tracks. Fish, they've revived the team, and they see the Sharks have a good pinch onto them if they want to try to go for this fight, but they got to be careful with the tracks and how they're actually going to go for it. A nice volcanic crusher takes down Tiptoe first. Rancher forcing out the Fuselage just to keep Fish away so they can stay towards Chaos Steps.
Yep, and we're looking at Immortus in about less than a minute, so not too long for that one to spawn. It's quite centrally oriented as well, with a lot of teams around it. We're looking at other crown pickers as well. 1 minute, 10 seconds roughly. And we've seen Sparta with a defensive dagger already. Reaper is already there for reinforcements with Velati. Of course, you know, Velati needs to stay alive for that crown to pop. The Fuseloge's already popped. Sparta, unfortunately, doesn't get any damage out of that one. Jiraf tries to make it through. Takes a little bit of damage from the corrupted zone. Goes up to the north side. This escapes with a slither of HP right at the end. Ball looks to chase. Is continuing.
Bird know this though.
LMB.
They know that's the last person. That's why they're going so hard for this one. They want to get their crown proc immediately off that death to eliminate a team and get the crown to work. Now the nuke that has been launched at them by Ka. We go over towards the western part, and we see another crown. Coyotes, it's their turn to try to get the crown, but it does not work. Tua were able to take that down, deny it. Then they lose. Euphoria, Pan were able to find a nice pick for themselves, while Tua tried to fight against Pandas. Then we see teams are just getting eliminated everywhere. Coyotes are gone. Panda are down to only Crystal. Launches right into the train. They be eliminated in this game.
So there's only one sacrifice magical so far. We need to ramp this up, and you know, I need to just do a little bit of mind control on the zone, force it even more. You know, it's gonna orient itself towards the train anyway. But you know, if there's anything I can do to help magical, you know, some sort of external force that I can generate, make a hot machine. I don't know, generate that weather control. It's gonna be something.
Oh yeah, always fun to see that. And unfortunately, there for Crystal, they thought they had the great escape, but the train is always there to stop those great plays from happening. And now we are down to 6 squads remaining.
Ooh.
We'll see how Call are going to deal with this one. They have a good pinch already on a bird. They've separated them. I'm surprised they haven't gone for a full force attack. They've taken a little bit too much damage for Lamamo on the backside, and that's why they're trying to kite backwards. But that's going to be grabby from Reaper that nearly was on to Ka, but Ka continue to go backwards. Blast up, punching right into the Kingpin. Then the dashboard from Jewel, taking way too much, or he's got to go up into the air, back down towards the base camp, but he's going to be taken out, picked up by Lamo, and now trying to get out of there while Kingpin had done the same to Burr. The Bird, they should be able to revive the Wisp, while the same is going to be for Eagles. They'll be able to bring back Lamamo. They'll bring back Ori into this fight. Find immediately the pick on to Burr again. This 2v3 fight going to look much better for Ka this time around, as people had to leave Lagger out to dry. Then it's only Reaper to the left, far away from home, chased down by Haktua. We're looking for one more kill, one more team to eliminate with another blast off the chase down to people, but it's a snipe for the Arcane Railgun that does so.
Yeah, Mayuri was super surgical with the Arcane Railgun right at the end. We used that nice little kind of left and right kind of swagger before they kind of actually shoot the shot, which makes it a little bit more unpredictable. So I'm happy that Ghosts are incorporating that whenever possible. There's a couple of different kind of strats you can utilize to kind of obscure the shot right at the end, and that's definitely one of them.
Now 4 teams, one way up in the north. Fish not wanting any part of this train fight. Tua looking really strong, but same with Eagle. Getting themselves that gold armor for little Timmy and stand up in front. If you can get a good pull, especially on someone like on to Mayuri, could start off the fight well for them, but I think that's why Tua are being very cautious on how they position here, letting Mayuri get some poke from range. Now Leo with a long path around, they could flank on a Ka.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to try and do. There's loads of space on these kind of lips to kind of get some poke in and force core. They've already been forced down onto the train tracks, as you can see.
Yeah.
So hopefully they've got maybe like an E-plat to maybe to surprise someone if they do get forced off. I'm hoping that's going to be the case here, but they actually holding their ground. Looks like a circle run by Tua. They kind of rescinded the pressure right at the last second. I think they realized that Fish is also on the north side, so they've they're trying to maybe guard those guys out of the circle as well.
Yeah, this is what I was hoping that COD did, was go towards this little bit of land. A lot safer than the previous route they were looking for. Plus, it makes it so that Leo, that team can't be the first one on that call. It'll be a little bit later for them. Well, Crown picked up by Tua. Not sure what happened onto their player there.
One of them died somewhere around here. I don't know if it was from the nuke death or something, or a random spike.
Yeah.
They had to pick up a Crown straight afterwards, so I'm surprised Fish aren't looking to completely collapse on this one. They're playing very, very methodically, it feels like.
They don't have the best land control, and probably know that. They're waiting to see where the circle's going to go. And knowing that they're the last ones to enter into this current circle means that with this little bit of land, they can play it a lot calmer, a lot more quiet. And now looking at where the next circle is, this is exactly why you do so, because now the circle is going to go towards you. So you didn't give up any of this territory, and now you are going to be the team that's in control.
Exactly, and we do see that kind of little lip of island as well, an extra bit of spare space that kind of might be a safe passage for those guys to kind of just maintain as opposed to the one they're currently on. 33 seconds left for that Crown. We've seen Cobra with an E-plat drop as well, trying to get some poke whenever possible. Leo have also migrating down to the next circle, and of course it looks like who's going to be this scenario's core. They have to find some sort of space here, Magical, and this is going to be the difficult thing for them because they've already lost the space to Leo. So I think either Leo get pressured here very aggressively by core very shortly, maybe with a pad play or something along those lines, or maybe there's some other extenuating force. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what's going to go on. Let's see what will happen in this one. As teams are waiting until that final moment. Crown, Panorome back in the game. A spike from Leo on a Cobb, but that means that Tua, they engage. The chains have connected. Lamamo by themselves, but hopping right through them, letting Tua deal with Leo, but has gone back to the rest of Khan. Has to get away out of this one. Has to try to see if they can get some damage. Tua getting some onto Little Timmy, looking for one more shot out of the air, but Lamamo and Little Timmy, they'll be able to survive. They have some platforms outside of the storm, but the train on the Panorome gets caught right at the tail of that one, and now Tua down to 2 again, pushing forward, picking up a Crown. Volcanic Crusher absolutely crushing Mayuri, allowing Dudzer to finish off that kill at Saros, while Leo continue to move up the tracks. Ka are right behind them. They have their Primal Slam. They've got the damage with the root to lock down 2. They push back Lamamo, take them down, but Cobra tried to do the same, while Fisher out there on an island and bringing back up Trike. Little Timmy! Another casualty to the train, while Cobra still waiting out that minute, wants to find something. Leo still fighting valiantly, but a lot of damage on the Viparo. That could be Cobra time, striking back. Tua back in the game. Now they have to fly away back to land to make sure they're not going to be the team out of this one. 4 remaining. Mamo, the last one for Team Eagle, having to hop back to the E-plat, while Leo down to only 2. Broken armor. Train's about to come down the tracks again. Good. It does hit Panorama again. Not paying attention. Having another one with Volcanic Crusher on the Mayuri, but somehow Mayuri barely able to get away, but not Lamamo, who gets sniped out of the air.
Oh my god, that sequence is insane. How many people have been sacrificed to the trade, man? Whatever we've done, the voodoo magic we've done has just allowed people to just been brain controlled, mind controlled right into it. Oh, and that's a little spike as well. Very clean little snipe trade by Dowser.
Here comes the train again. I saw that coming. Salamander unfortunately did not. And now with only 2 left, make it 1 left. Mayuri, Crown for Ghost, 3 for Fish, fighting against a quite bigger Fish in this game. And I don't know how you're going to get out of this one. Surrounded on all fronts, not enough damage. It's going to be Fish to take game 5.
Yep, and they end up with 13 kills right at the end, and that was such a scrappy end game. I can't believe how many teams and players just died randomly to train. They got the res off, and then one just dies instantly. The same happened with Timmy on that Kingpin. Oh man, and Cobra as well, of course, with that insane res. You know, he really found that little pocket of space. You saw that Vipera was on super low on HP, gets that finish, gets all members back. But yep, it is Fish taking it right at the end.
Well done to Fish. Well done. And gotta say, quite a fun end game, wasn't it? A lot of train deaths. A lot of people kind of forgetting about the bullet train. But Having 4 teams living for that long kind of made it that much more fun. Whereas it could have gone any way because it's just how many teams were able to survive and have this duck in and out of the battle each and every time.
Exactly. Oh man, such a good game.
Mm-hmm. I feel my voice is tired.
Oh, you need to make like an endless supply of tea, man, for this last one.
Mm-hmm.
But like I need to do the same. Even my voice is a little bit sore today, honestly.
That's because you did a lot yesterday.
Yeah.
Absolute legend stepping in for me yesterday. I could not.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
yesterday.
You've done it for me probably countless times. I can't even recall. Least I could do.
I appreciate it.
No worries, bro.
But yeah, fun games. I love watching a lot of these new players and seeing how they're doing in these, especially because I'm assuming it's continuing to change up the teams after 3 games, right? It's always like they play 3 games, change up the teams, play 3 games, right?
Exactly.
So they get a lot of experience with like new teams, new players, new styles to see how they can mesh with others.
Yep, and this is there'll be another week of mingling tomorrow. Sorry, next week, but there will also be like team forming starting in that kind of stage 2 phase. So that's going to make things extra interesting.
Yeah, like a lot of fun.
Select your hunter.
Another mission. Good.
Is it the same start time as it normally is for the VivEUcamp?
Yeah, same
Like 3 hours. Or
same
something.
start. We always try to have at least one. Like I'm in charge of events. I always try to make sure that events are always the same time.
Yeah.
So that
100%.
way, it's like people don't get confused. It's like, no, that's the time to show up for this.
You are the drop leader.
There we go. Sorry if I'm not as talkative today. It's just
Nah, it's fine, dude. You're soldiering through for that big one tonight. So
yeah, exactly. I gotta go through the one tonight too because we didn't have very many people who were available. So that's kind of why I was like, when you offered yesterday, I'm like, okay, that works for me, so I can take a break yesterday and then power through today.
yeah, exactly. I mean, I could even try and do today if you'd like me to, but I've got work
I don't want to
makes
push
things.
I don't want to push you too far. I appreciate you already like stepping in and helping out as is.
No worries. Alrighty, so straight off the bat, we're looking at Soul Stealer up for grabs. We're looking at 2 teams dropping kind of in the Prisma 4/Enshrine kind of area.
Yeah, whoa.
And they're just getting early farm up. There's so many teams, like 4 teams kind of in this bottom left-hand area. And I reckon there's going to be a fight brewing here very, very shortly.
Yeah, oh yeah. With 3 teams all here, Prisma, a 4th that's nearby, and Fish. Anything can really happen early on. Hell, we have even more teams nearby. Burr aren't that far. Neither are Hyenas. A lot of teams can hear the fighting starting early, and they could try to see if they can peel backwards. But it's going to be Hawk. First one onto the Abyss. See if Cat can intervene to steal that away. 25% health remaining on it. Who's going to get it? Goes to Cat, stealing it away. Tua. Unfortunate tragedy for him, as they are now the team that have to fly away. The Cats have stolen away their prey, and now they are the team that are getting feasted upon. Mayuri down. Panorome, Cobra, they are out of there.
Yep, so nice little escape right at the end, all things considered. It looks like the fight's not stopping there. Ranta looking to get some at least 1, 2
Camel,
pickups.
no!
Can he get all 3 spots of the last of the life for Cam? Oh my god, Ranta! I only caught the tail end of it, but you know, that seemed to have went crazy. I think they were fighting over that Abyss hatchling that's obviously now
They were.
guaranteed to be for Finn. Wow.
Yeah, I think just getting caught in that corridor right there and a huge fight by Ranter
Warning.
destroys Camel. We already have a team eliminated. Day 1, our final game of the weekend. See how teams are going to be from here and where they are right now. Now, we are seeing that teams are starting to disperse in far different areas. One team here, Hyenas, collecting a lot of that gold of Imhotep. not going to be contested. Even though Team Bear are nearby, I don't think they're going to try to actually go into Imotech to take any golds away.
Yep, and you're just looking as well at other teams like Lobster, for example. They're all the way in Dawn Cap. That circle is slowly starting to close in. It's part of that kind of mental pressure. Even though the zone doesn't do that much damage in these early days, they're going to have to make their way into the circle. They've got Vanegrove, obviously, as an open opportunity. There's not anyone around, to be honest, in this kind of portion of the circle. But on the bottom right side, we see about 3 or 4 teams, and I reckon there's going to be a lot of action probably on the hot side.
Yeah, you even see Coyotes all the way over in Academy, too.
Yeah.
They're farming that one out solo. Just getting what they can, but there are a lot of Sky Sharks at play that they can hop onto, so we'll see how they exit from these areas. But with the hollows in front of Coyotes and Leo already having farmed out hollows and now Mage Bog, might not actually have that easy of a time getting back into the circle because a lot of the stuff's gonna already have been taken by Leo.
Yeah, exactly, and they've already, we already see them in possession of a couple of Sky Sharks too. So Coyote definitely. I mean, they've got the level advantage, or they should do if they pop the red book properly. I think they're working towards it now as they start popping the blues, and they've probably still got the red book in tow somewhere. Aside from that, there might be some teams uniting here potentially. We're looking at Core slowly wandering up, and just to the top right of them, we're looking at Tua, not too far away.
Not too far away, but not really in a position, I think, where they actually want to chase anything right now. Like, even looking at where everyone is, mostly what I'm looking towards is that Vanegrove. Vanegrove, with all these teams kind of now starting to migrate together. Panda already on the mainland of Vanegrove, while on this island, Lobsters have the dunk one. You do not tempt the Jhin, guys. Never tempt the Jhin like that. You played with fire, and it was rightful that you got burned, but tried to go for the dunk themselves. Triple instead was sent down to below as Lobster are hunting down, looking for Triple. One right on top of him, looking for another dunk. Has the rings to try to get away, but Ashker getting a lot of damage, missing their own dunk. But now the rest of Lobster are going to take down Crystal, who had just gotten dunked before, but one barely surviving, trying to thrive back with the team towards the Arkansas, and the dunk from one to take down Panda. Only Triple is left. Back onto the island. Sanders, do you spot him? Yes, you do. Ox is already there as well. Where's one? Healing up, waiting on the inside. Was looking for the dunk. Has locked him down, but Volcanic Crusher with the punch back. Triple tried to do it, but they just use the arrows. They use everything to keep up with Triple through the rings. The fish, do they intervene? They don't even try to. Instead, Triple's looking for Volcanic Crusher. Couldn't crush back. Lobsters and Panda are out.
Yeah, and that was almost a potential interrogation or instigation as well on top of that by Finn, but I think they decided against it once they saw the final kill was actually achieved there right at the end by Lob. There's a really nice set of interactions there with Jhin. As you said, people, it's literally just a trial by fire. You get stung by it once and then you never play against Jhin and Abyss ever again, it feels like.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much one of those things you kind of forget about because you don't see too many Jhins nowadays anyways. Yeah, but those that are good at Jhin, they show exactly why they stick to that Hunter, because you can have quite the solo queue experience even in competitive games when you're playing Jhin.
100%, 100%. And it looks like a Core have potentially a free soul up for grabs on the south side, completely isolated. We flick back up to the heart as well. We know that Tua, and just above them in this scenario, was Finn having a little bit of a dance at the minute, but didn't turn into anything like a full fight. There's still a couple of mobs to farm left. But once that's done, I think we should be good for a proper full-on fight. Miori sends in a couple of enemies onto Ranta, but the Arcane Railgun is returned by Euphoria. Unfortunately misses. Cobra sends a nice little dagger, face hook chain in, and a bit extra bit of momentum. Dagger's already been used by Ranta now.
Sure.
And a couple of LMBs.
Cobra dagger.
Not too much damage, but Cat Eye's taken down the Hyenas completely, surprisingly, on the kill feed. Insane.
Yeah. And Hyenas were the team that had Imotech solo, so all that gold now going to be taken by Cat. While Finn are not getting out of this one, right? They're popping the fuse a lot, but no damage as that wall blocked it all. So instead, Tua take down 2 more of the Sharks, and the Sharks left down to 1 survivor, Euphoria. She's the last one again for the team. I'm going to go for a respawn beacon out in the storm.
Yeah, but that's likely going to be successsul. They can go reset back on Iron Acres. It's not too bad. There's definitely a chance for them to really stabilize after that kind of after being wounded there quite gravely. We look at the other teams. There's so much space between them. We're looking at Cats. We just saw on the kill feed they just picked up, like, I think they picked up a whole squad wipe at the very least. Yeah. And now they're completely stacked on armors. A bunch of kills. They got Soul Stealer. They probably have an abundance. Well, I thought they had an abundance of money, but they're not too unhealthy money, to be honest, either way. And it looks like I think they saw the rest. Tua, they're actually walking up now potentially to gatekeep Finn.
Oh yeah, they heard the respawn. They know it's it was Finn that were trying it, so that's why they continued this chase, looking for the easy prey. Blast off the Singularity, does drag in one, but do you have the damage to actually finish him off? I don't think so. Tiptoe down again. Only Euphoria left for Sharks.
Yep, and the question is, is she going to take the portal right at the end onto the south? So there's a res conveniently placed there. Should she want to go for it? And it might be an option potentially, but we do see Core, maybe it's not an opportune moment anymore because they're actually closing in on this. Meanwhile, look at Catheist again with another Mega Feast Lord, along with OE21 taking one member down, but OE21 actually steals the deal, taking down one, resetting things a little bit here, but he's going to get caught out, unfortunately, by Leo. As the train slowly comes down now, Magical.
It's tragic there for Lobster. One was playing out of his mind, but ran into another team, and now Cat. They're going to be a team that take advantage of the fight that had just happened. Cat weakened. Leo find the first prey of Cat, but Cat have put down the base camp trying to get some information back. Double golds, but one gold was stolen away by Lazaro. And now they blast themselves forward. Napalm has been summoned. Vampiro has been able to heal up pretty well. And now with the Bird Bomb connecting on 081, it's the backline Shiv trying to get the damage onto Leo, but couldn't actually pick up the kill. Instead, it's sent over the Abyss. Well, the base camp will be secured away by Leo.
Yeah, but we flick up to the north side. Hunter was getting a massive big ulti, and unfortunately scuffs the punch right at the last second. Euphoria still alive. I think they brought back all members as well, so somehow got a res off, maybe through the portal as we saw that fight, kind of continue to progress on the bottom right hand side. Mayuri now getting a nice little arcane railgun onto Tiptoe. And Mayuri is now going to looking to chase Euphoria. They both send a couple of LMBs towards each other, but no one gets spiked. It's really nice to see. Nice guiding control. And Tiptoe's now there looking for an opportune stop onto Cobra, but he does juke that one. Oh, the big Ranter.
That's a lot of damage, but it actually didn't go through nearly as much as they needed to on a Mayuri. So now it's going to be Ranter on the run, having already used their ult, and no damage that actually stuck to Mayuri. Tua healing back up. Finn chased far, far away. They might be able to survive this one, but it's that continued retreat mode that Finn are in.
Yep, and it looks like Bear took one of the souls for free, but this other Meteor Beast is up for grabs potentially. Who's going to get the ever-important last hit? It looks like it's going to be Fish. The Cat instantly have to, start reassess their situation. I think they lost the member as well. They lost the armor on top. They've just picked up a crown, so that's a really sour fight for them, all things considered, but they've still got a decent opportunity to recover here.
Yeah, I think it was from that earlier fight that we saw where they ran into Leo. They haven't been able to get Miasm back up since then. So they are going to continue to struggle. Actually, looks like they got a quick revive right there to bring back in Miasm. And now they're chasing him over the Abyss with Finn losing at Euphoria and Ranter on the other side of the big rock Ka. Still in control of the main island while Miasm might be able to steal away that green armor, gets it. Might be able to even recall right back to the rest of the team, but Tua are on the hunt for Team Bear, the northern part of Mana Coils, forcing them back to the Chaos Steps.
Yep, and that is a really nice thing to do in this scenario. They can really gatekeep that kind of bottom top right side of the circle. At the same time, it seems like Lamamo actually finds Miasm, so who's left? It's just 081. They've just gone for a crown and then some, so 1 minute 25. And we do see, obviously, probably Tua now looking to circle down towards them, and this might potentially spell the end. Because we do see that corrupted zone as well. It's going to be a sandwich situation at the very least, unless they do like a circle around, a wide circle potentially. 081 can make it out of this, but it's not looking too good.
Risky. Especially if you look south, we already know that the Eagles are there, putting down Napalm, getting a lot of damage on a Panorome, but all three up to a chase over the Abyss with the blast off going right over the head, but it doesn't matter. They had the damage. 081 and Cat are gone.
Yep, and we do see a bit of an aggressive walk up here potentially by Leo, and maybe looking to take some territory away from Tua, but the armor advantage. Well, how about levels as well? There's this minor level disadvantage, but I think it could be an even fight should they choose to jump on it. At the same time, Korra trying to maintain their own territory as well on this kind of bottom kind of lip. We are seeing a team circling around Fish in this scenario. We do see a couple of walls dropped, but they've easily evaded that. Koi, we're seeing at least 2 members waiting in the bush. Winning is already being the ever obvious Hudson there. But, the poke is coming in. Dow just probably going to win this exchange with that extended range. There's a portal to play through, going through the zone temporarily. They're going to circle around, get a load of damage onto Winning. Is he going to die in this situation? Yeah. Found dead. Flakes already on half HP as well on that Krista. So much damage now applied to Romance. Unfortunately, doesn't get the punch. The big avalanche is now dropped in from the north side. Magical.
The Eagles have landed. They're looking for the Fish. They've got them rooted as Coyotes don't escape from the ire of Fish. But now Fish have to deal with the birds. Trepa is down. Reeves putting down some rock waves, but not enough to stop the Eagles as they dash forward. Nice central form, denying that surge from Ori, allowing them to pick up Trippa, and now they push back Eagles. Eagles have picked up their wisp, trying to get out of the canyon, but behind them, the Bears are there. They've got them away from the respawn beacon, who are forced to use that unstable portal to go to the northern part of Manicoils, staying out of the fight, but now the Bears, they can look for the fish themselves. They are into this fight, making sure they're looking for any damage on the fish.
Yeah, that was such a convenient lucky escape there right at the last second. It was just the gods had just opened that portal up out of nowhere and just said, yep, here's your free exit, here's your get out of jail free card. And they just took it, man. I was thinking, oh, they're going to actually go for it or not? And then I think they decided, we've got to go for this. We're going to die if we don't take it. We're about to get sandwiched.
Yeah.
Thank God they did.
Such a lucky unstable portal there. I've never seen one that pops up. Literally perfect placement for them to just get out of there.
Oh my god, and just looking at these other portals, we've got a green one on the top right hand side. It looks like Tua, they decided to go against that rotation. We do see a red chest in the corrupted zone that might be up for grabs potentially at some point. There's an orange TP. It looks like Finn maybe looking to go through there, but at some point, but Reaper's guarding this one in the bush. 35 seconds left before that one expires. Tua is now slowly making their way down. They might have a potentially little mini engagement with Bear, but we also see Fish as well. It looks like they've jumped out of the bushes at the last second, but Lycra's there at the bottom, getting a little bit of poking.
There are a lot of teams here in the desert, and Bear, they've already been the team scared, trying to get through the anomaly or the portal, but unfortunately for them, that means Velazzi is going to be the one taken out by Tua. Fish stare down the Hawks. Hawks on the run up north through the desert, taking some damage, but behind them, Eagles ready to join in yet again. Tetraform has been placed down, blast up defensively by Panorome, while Team Eagle try to take some of the minions in the desert to make sure they're getting up in levels so they can compete with that of the Fish.
Yeah, so we just see a bit of a tech there. Miri's managed to reunite with the team though. Of course, if you gain the base recaller and you're standing on it, you can get TP'd alongside it. A niche bit of tech that some players sometimes use, but sometimes it's a bit glitchy though, of course. And we are looking at Emorius spawning in about 20 seconds. Fish have potentially first dibs on this one, depending on if Tua decide to look down and maybe look for a cheeky steal. But right now, they're trying to guard against the Bear, and they've already dropped the nuke to negate the bonfire as well. So Tua are going to be a little less stronger in this potential fight. Fish are looking up.
Tua, they're the team that are kind of caught in this one. Nice E-plat, but not enough health to survive from all that damage Dudzer does from range. And now Eagles, they turn their attention on to Hawk, while Bears, they take over the spot Tua once held. Now with broken armor, it's going to be difficult, especially that damage that Dudzer's doing for so long range. Now with another nuke onto the E-plat, tonk away. Bears try to escape, but they've already been separated, and Hawk lose one more player. Well, it is going to be a chase onto Reaper, surrounded by the Sharks and Lions themselves. They are taken out. I think Bear have two left still. Same with Tua. I'm not even sure where that last player is.
Yeah, so we're looking at Lagra and Velati. They made their way onto the north side. They got a cram pickup as well, but the circle is not really favoring them at all. Look at how many teams are guarding them in all various different actions. We're looking at a normal res by Cobra. He's going to be completely isolated. We've got the bonfire in that new cycle. That's going to be for free. Hopefully they can make their way out completely. It looks like Reeves was trying a little bit of tech there. Cobra, I'm not sure what he's doing there right at the last second. I think it was breathing a sigh of relief. They paid prime the price for it. Oh my god, my tongue is completely tied there, Magical.
He was trying to recall back to the base. He was hoping he had enough time to be able to get out of there because they have the base right in the middle of the desert, but now they are caught in this awkward spot where he is on the run trying to heal up and the armor repairs as well. Tua are never going to get a way out of this one too easily, while Bears, they too are in a bad spot. Volante is the last one left, so having to hold on hope for Bears, maybe go for that respawn beacon themselves. A swap attempted onto Salamander by Tiptoe, but it does force Lions right over to Eagles, and that Shrike can't land that headshot to make sure they can take him down. Instead, it's going to be Leo that are taken out 5th place, while Bears pushed into the storm by Hawk. A lot of damage on to Reaper, but here comes Tonk, blast up, but what a spike grenade, but the shields forever. Mayuri, another blast on to the Bebo. 2 are down in the 1v3, putting the spike grenade down. Mayuri takes out the Bears single-handedly. The Hawks are eating well.
And we see Mayuri do that, I think, in game 3 or 4, and just did it again. It's just insanity. But I don't know if there's much chance of survival left. As F-Fish now looking to apply a lot of pressure onto Mayuri. There is kind of a wide circle that Mayuri can take in this scenario, which might be the opportune moment. But oh no, a full chase means that unfortunately Mayuri is found dead, and there is a boxer's attempt that might be successful right in the last second. So Tiptoe's back in the game. It looks like Finn, they've been battered and bruised throughout the game, but never fully outed. And Tiptoe can hopefully TP over this wall. Unfortunately, he's completely whisked in no time, and Timmy's maybe looking to try and get some cheese picks, but a portal's come out, a Saros portal.
Oh, these are awkward portals back and forth. Little Timmy got dragged out by the Stars portal. Now he's over the rocks above Breves. Doesn't want to get slammed back. But now that the portal's gone, the attention has been dragged away onto Euphoria to knock out another team, meaning that it's Fish up against only one left. Little Timmy on the other side. They put the portals down. Timmy's got to be careful because those spike rolls were not working for you. Fish will take the final game.
Oh man, it's like you've got like a, what's it called, like a spy or something, in your midst, and then he finally reveals himself, and it turned out to be the spike horse in that scenario. He was just caught off guard. He's like, oh, the portal just came behind me, and then all the enemies are there in one swoop. How many kills do Fish end up with if I can quickly see that? Wow, 14 to end it off.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very well done from them. Very well done.
Great
All right. I
stuff.
know that there's interviews that normally happen at this point, but I'm going to let you take care of them just to help rest my voice. So I'm going to be watching from the stream.
That's all right. I'm also in the same position as you, mate. I need to also rest my voice.
Yeah.
I'm going to probably head off after this one. And just if there's anything you'd like to say, mate, before you head off, feel free.
Nah. Just support Super Vive, everybody. Love you all.
All right, awesome stuff, Magical. And when can they catch you? Is it in like 3 hours? Oh, sorry, 2.5 hours, right? For
2.5 hours will be VivEUcamp. This will be the tier 1 games. Are today.
tier 1 games. Okay, is there a prize pool for it?
Yes, there's a $500 prize pool today.
Ooh. Yes, if you're not doing anything tonight, guys, you've got some extra entertainment potentially to easily tune into. That's going to be on the Super Vive official channel, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, on Theorycraft Games. Yep.
Boom. Okay, so yeah, you're going to be catching potentially Magical. I think Zikrit, which is another amazing caster. Oh man, yeah, check it out, guys. Great stuff.
Peace.
All right, peace, dude. Alrighty, guys, that's also me signing out as well. Normally I do interviews, but I am just super duper tired today, so I just kind of need to take a rest. Yesterday was really a really long day for me. I've not really had much time for myself. I feel like my house is in a little bit of in ruins almost, so I need to do some cleanup. But thanks for watching, everyone, and tune in next week as well. If you can't tune in tonight, the next week we'll be having more scrims again in the same fashion with the same sorts of players you're seeing here. Awesome stuff. I love you guys. Have a great rest of the weekend. Peace.